We just thought it was the program being cheating. It's like, press enter, press enter, press enter. How long is this going to take?
Well, you can now see why I left that one for so long. So, now we're up to session number 60 of the D&D Castle Amber. Not 60 sessions of this one adventure, but it might feel like that. But you are getting close to the end of it. You have found the 4 relics and combined them and destroyed them. Each relic was useful in its own right.
Yep.
And now you are trying to reach the dead body of Etienne d'Amberville and revive him. Having travelled through 2 different elements. No, 2 guardians, 3 guardians, 1 element.
Yes.
You've got another element to go through, which obviously has another guardian.
Yeah.
And potentially a final guardian before you reach the end. You have the choice of water or mud. So making you think earth or water, where the other one was a choice of air or something which you didn't see, which you must suspect at this stage to be fire. Which I don't think Tidal would have enjoyed at all.
I'm pretty certain the title had already chosen that we're going to go waterway, didn't we?
Yeah, well, Tidal was heavily suggesting that we go waterway.
Yeah, Tidal had more than just suggested.
Well, Penadier would at least take a careful look through both portals to see if there's actually any evidence of a guardian or something in them. But then, assuming we don't see specifically either way, Penadier is probably happy to go the waterway as much as the muddy way.
Well, you'd expect them both to be have guardians. The mud one has a disadvantage that you're not sure how solid the ground is.
And technically speaking, if there's enough water, I can still breathe in mud. Kind of.
And the water one, at least you know you're dealing with water.
Penadier's got his whistle out again. Either way, he's planning on flying over the top.
So you want to go to the final guardian by yourself?
No, but what I'm getting at is the fact that as far as Penadier is concerned, if we can't see what the guardian is in either location, and it looks basically one way is a case of swimming, one way is a case of wading through mud, he's planning on not getting wet.
So, to give you an idea, you can sort of guess that that's the rough layout of the place.
Okay, yep.
So you had the clouds, you got the water, you had the mud and the fire. But you were looking through the portal, you will not see the full room. So most of the time the guardian...
part of the bit until we go around the corner type stuff. And yeah, if neither way looks like, hang on, yep, it looks more dangerous than the other, then Penadier has no particular preference.
Water, at least you can see what's coming.
Yeah.
Whereas mud, if there's something in the mud, and you know many creatures that like the mud from the Atruaghin areas that are deadly.
Yep.
It'd be your least favourite place to deal with your preferred element, especially for guardians. That's from a Atruaghin perspective. You've dealt with that. You'd rather something different.
I'm happy to go with Tidal's preference of water then, personally. But I don't know if anyone else has got particular preferences.
Okay, good luck trying to do something in water.
Lonnie definitely was a sailor. She's more accustomed to water. She feels like she can understand that a little bit better. So she's going with Tidal's instinct of going with water.
And just because it is something useful to people, I will point out to Paul that something I told him about after the last session, someone's glowing sword is actually quite amazing.
Oh yeah, the moon sword.
Yep. But unfortunately, it only works for owls.
Oh, I see.
Everyone else is just a blade that shines moonlight if it doesn't kill you.
Yes, if it's actually a sword along the same line as, or in the same category as Mirren's sword.
Online.
No, not Mirren's sword, Clarissa's sword.
Oh, sorry, Clarissa.
Yeah.
Online, what is that listed as?
It would be considered a sentient weapon that would be an artifact.
It's basically like the legendary weapon of the clans type stuff.
It's a legendary sword.
No, it would be an artifact level sword. It won't be a legendary sword.
Artifact level. Okay, from the point of view of the character, it's a legendary sword of elven power, and is only useful to elves.
I mean, I would think that.
Do you know if the coffee machine was still working?
Paul's probably the sort of person who would be saying, "Okay, yes, we'll take that back with us, even if it's never used to the party."
Check, because if it is, I might get a coffee.
It's to be returned.
Oh yeah.
It's one of those swords that if you're not worthy of the sword and you try to draw it, it may smite you.
Oh well. Yeah.
But obviously, whoever managed to scrabble it from the chest of coins or whatever, I'm sure obviously they're worth it.
Well, it depends. If you're not an elf, it's just a magic sword.
Is it listed in the magical items page?
It won't be. It's probably not in the.
It won't be yet, no, because each Moonblade is unique.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So, to give Jeremy context, it's in the same power level as Black Razor.
Yeah.
He remembers that one quite well.
It's not something you can then look up even the text, the D&G or anything like that. You couldn't find it there either. Like it's going to be a unique item for Martin's campaign.
Gotcha.
So
That's why I was saying legendary.
Yeah.
The only information you will have is that legend.
And it would be something that is not told outside of Elven comments. Is it working?
Yes.
It is, yeah. I just misunderstood the situation earlier.
Oh, good.
Yeah. If strictly, and I will say this, strictly I should say, thank you for retrieving this elven relic. I should take care of it until we can get it to an elven. Get it to the elven court.
I would agree with Blue on that.
Yeah. However, it may be safer for a couple of different reasons for you to carry it rather than me.
I can carry it, but I will only do so with your guidance. It is an elven relic.
Yes. And being a relic, it would be far safer presently for a non-elf to carry it.
Give me a history check, Paul.
Well, it depends. I don't know if this thing is likely to want to attune itself to me if I pick it up. Or try and eat me. One of the
Is there a reason you would want to attune yourself?
There are a couple.
It's the legend of the elves.
There are 3 reasons.
As a player, I could think of many reasons. As a character,
Do take into account, I'm not a swordsman.
I know.
Absolutely. I know that one.
So it's going to have issues.
But we're talking Mystara world, so elves are all fighters, so you can do a sword, no problem.
Not actually true.
Okay, so Paul, what did you get?
First ed, yes. Total is 25. I've got a 19 on that die.
So on your 25, you're actually going to know a fair bit about the legend. Because this is something your parents would have brought you up with, probably, and your community, because your community would have told these legends fairly often.
Yeah, it's one of our major storied swords.
Basically, the Moonblade is known to sap the life of non-elves very rapidly over time. Basically, she will, for every hour she carries it, she'll gain 1 level of exhaustion that cannot be removed magically.
Right, so it's definitely a bad idea for you to carry that.
Not many people.
Yeah, I think so. I don't want this.
Obviously, Claude's out to get you, which is why he wanted you to carry it.
Not many people can actually carry a moonblade safely.
Wrap it in a cloth and me carrying it then is the safe way.
Anyone who picks up the blade itself gets disadvantage for 24 hours unless it attunes to you automatically.
Wow.
Is that picks it up or touches it?
Picks it up.
If I pick it up in a cloth,
picks it up. It doesn't care. It's alive. It is a sentient creature.
Okay.
Every moonblade. And
so the only way this is going to work is I pick it up and it attunes to me.
And if it attunes to you, it can never be unattuned for the length of your life.
Okay, sorry, I can't actually hear you with the coffee grinder going in the background.
Okay, give us a moment. And that was our coffee grinder interlude. So basically, once you attune to the sword, you can never unattune it.
Well, I'm expecting that for something like this.
It is basically adding you to its legend, and you become a permanent part of that weapon's history and ongoing narrative.
Cool. Hold on, Jeremy, please, I'm talking.
And the next point with that
but
is
I respond, and I can't respond if you're talking.
And the final point with that is every rune adds a new power to the blade that is tied to the person who draws it.
Okay, rune. Where does the rune come into it? Because I missed all of that.
Every owner of the sword adds a single rune.
Right.
They don't choose the rune is chosen for them.
Right, so it's the person determines the rune.
The sword is
out of the blade. Now, this is the thing. If all I do is carry it to the person who's actually meant to be wielding it, I'm still part of its history, but I don't need to use it to do so.
If it chooses to attune to you, then you become its wielder for the rest of your natural life for your character.
Martin?
Yeah?
Milking.
Okay.
Okay, and this is not something I can leave behind, and we have no other elves in the group.
You do not. You can hope it doesn't attune to you, in which case you don't get the life-sucking effect.
Yes.
In which case, then you just carry it until you find a new owner, and
hope it attunes to them.
As long as you don't draw the blade, you shouldn't take the penalty. But they're known to be fickle because no one really knows for sure why or when they apply the penalty, because each item is different.
Yeah, and it's intelligent and has its own agenda and all of this that stuff. So,
and every rule,
if I wear it and never actually draw it unless it asks me to, I'll just do that.
And every sword is basically used by paragons of the elven community. So they're people who they tell in stories to show how good an elf that person is.
Yep, that's fine. It still doesn't mean I have to use it unless it asks to be used. But this is very much Mirren's thing rather than mine.
Oh, Mirren would have loved this sword.
If this thing decides to attune to me, then it decides to attune to me, and I'm going to have to deal with that. Which is going to be another intelligent thing I get to talk to every day.
And looking at it, you have not seen a blade with more than 3 runes in history.
And this one has
12.
how many?
12.
Wow. Okay. That's got me seriously impressed. Okay, I will go over the runes and determine their meaning. And this is actually going to strongly lead me into becoming the crypto-whateverologist. Because I need to learn more about runes.
In this case, see, the runes themselves, you've never seen
They
their
tell a
like
story.
before.
Yeah.
Each rune itself is a story of why why the sword chose that person.
Yeah.
And basically, this sword itself is not recorded in any of the legends you've heard about, spoken with.
Which makes it particularly interesting.
Which does make it come across as quite strange, because you're used to everything being listed and available. So let's see if I can...
which means research in Alpine. Because that's going to be where if there's a better place than Alpine, but it's going to be in the country of Alpine.
You cannot recognise the clan.
Right. So I've got the clan. There's no actual information on the sword in my known history.
The clan is not a clan that's supposed to still be around. The clan was supposed to have been wiped out long before it could have gained these runes.
Which means one of them's still alive. Brilliant.
Or 12 of them.
Well, okay, there's been a number of people, but this is a particular clan's sword.
So is Cluel actually explaining the significance of the sword to the party?
I'm reading this out as I'm saying this as I'm doing stuff.
So
I did say I'll tell people about it.
So
Cluel asked, is there any reference or evidence that the Amberville's on there?
I have a feeling I know what it does.
It does not. Not that you can tell, but it does not. You have with the role that you got, you suspect it may be one of the clans that became the Shadow Elves.
Okay, I'll mention that.
And for you, the Shadow Elves are the equivalent of the Boogeyman.
Yes.
The horror stories of your childhood. Every bad person in your story, in your upbringing, was a Shadow Elf.
Right. Okay. I will mention that. I'll also write all of this down, so I've got it documented.
And from what lore you know, there is no way that a Shadow Elf, in the way they've been described to you, would be able to hold, let alone draw this weapon.
Right. So the sword itself with a bunch of runes on it is pretty well proof that that's not true.
It's against your upbringing.
Yeah. There may have been a family of Shadow Elves that weren't actually evil and could have actually picked this up. The problem is that now I've got to pick this up and see if it wants to attune to me or not. Because hold on. Because I can't leave it here. And the only way to take it with us is touch it.
Yep, absolutely. And I was going to say the fact that the way Cluel keeps picking up Shadow Elf items, I'm sure it'll be fine.
No.
This is at least the second one that Parody knows about.
Yeah, it's the second. It is the second one. The first one is a magic item I've got to give to somebody useful, because there's no way in the world. Actually, I'm going to have to give it to the Temple of Ilsendal, because they'll destroy it properly.
Because the angels have already escaped you on that first one, so it's okay.
Destroying one of these blades is akin to...
I wasn't talking about destroying the blade.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You've done that little coffer that we found.
Yeah, the item I'm talking about is the Shadow Elf item, the coffer, as Jeremy said, that was designed to capture Wood Elf souls.
Mm-hmm.
That's got to be destroyed. And it's got to be destroyed properly and publicly.
Just stab it with this moonblade, I'm sure that'll work.
Yeah, but I'm not going to be the one doing it unless they tell me to.
Well, anyway, let's keep moving.
So
moving involves I have to pick the sword up.
Pick it up.
Hold on. I have to pick this sword up. What is the response from the sword to being picked up by me?
Okay.
Hello, friend.
Backup character.
Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Fortunately, where are we? Yes. Okay. Where did we save my wisdom? That's that one. 4. 23. Sorry, 22.
Okay.
Not 40.
What? What? I didn't hear what you said.
He
I
said
said not 40.
No.
Okay, so you feel pain going through you as you touch the blade,
Yeah.
and as you watch, you see a dark rune appear where all the other runes are fairly bright on the blade. So the 13th rune is almost midnight black.
What is the rune?
Again, it's not something you can understand. It seems to be a unique symbol that represents you.
Yes, sorry. So I don't get any meaning from this. I know this represents me, but I can't read any reading from this rune.
Not yet.
And sorry, meaning from it.
From what you've learnt from the elves, they can be used as true names.
Hold on a sec.
So compared to the other runes, this one is like jet black.
It is, yes.
That's scary.
Sorry, I had questions in the background.
So this one comes out jet black.
Okay. From my knowledge of these things, why would it be black? Is it just because it's new? Is it because it's not a shadow elf?
Well, you've never heard of a blade getting 13 runes. The most you've ever heard of a blade getting is...
3. I know that. I realise that. What I'm talking about is colour, not the number.
The colour is somehow tied to the person. And the shape and design.
Okay, that just makes me feel a bit weird about this.
Okay,
well, yeah. My guess is because it's a shadow off blade. It's going. You're not a shadow off. This is what I'm going to give you, or I only barely approve of you. You can carry me, but that's all you're getting. I don't know, but. Yeah.
And you get the strangest dialect of Elvish in your head that you've ever heard.
Hold on. What was that again, please? I missed that after head.
You get the strangest dialect of Elvish in your head that you've ever heard.
Okay.
It sounds like, say, a really heavy Scottish brogue, where most people can't understand it. It's that in Elvish. So they're actually speaking Elvish and using Elvish words, just that they sound so foreign.
Yes. Yeah. So what's it saying then?
You think it's saying greetings, and something about wishing you long life, as far as you can tell.
Can I make an intelligence check to clarify that?
Sure.
Just to clarify in my head what it's actually doing. Or an insight.
Make an insight. Insight would be better.
Yeah. Also higher bonus, 21.
Okay, insight roll. It sounded very much like it was a positive interaction, not that you understood exactly what it was trying to tell you.
Right. So it sounded friendly, but I have no idea.
Very stern, though, but friendly.
Right. I will ask the sword, and okay, yes, this looks weird, me talking to a sword, but hey, everyone knows it's probably intelligent. I know it's intelligent. I'll ask the sword, Do you wish to be worn, or are you willing to be carried? I will gesture on my person.
On your person.
Like, do you wish to be worn? I point at my belt. Or are you willing to be carried? I point at my pack.
Was there a scabbard with the sword?
I believe there was a scabbard with the sword.
Yeah.
So, you would. It's basically a almost like a badge of honor. So you'd probably carry it at your belt. Basically, in your community, any elf wearing one of these is pretty much the equivalent of a Medal of Honor.
Yes, it's just I'm not entirely. Well, the sword obviously thinks I'm worth it, at least to the extent. So yeah, okay. So I'll put my own sword away. In the bag of holding. The pseudo bag of holding, and wear this sword.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so it feels quite comfortable.
Right. I ask it its name. What it's called in its name may be two different things.
It responds, but at this stage it still feels hard to understand what it said. So you might need to practice its language to pick up on it.
Oh, yeah, I was going to work on that, but yeah. So I'm not actually getting anywhere at present.
So
at the moment, it's just Mr. Pointy.
I'm not going to call it Mr. fucking Pointy.
Okay, so at this point, does Tidal step through the portal?
Is everyone else there?
Everyone else is there, and you can see Llewell has apparently made peace with his blade. As you saw the black rune appear.
Was Llewell planning on doing any healing?
Oh, definitely. Once I finish with that, there will be healing.
Kennedy will maintain a watch on the portal while Claw's getting himself together and healing up the others.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So healing is good.
Though I almost thought he said feeling, not healing.
No. Well,
feeling's good too.
I am not that type. I am not that type of healer. Thank you very much.
You're not a paladin, huh?
No.
Or a dragon.
Drezel does hugs. He doesn't
need to heal like that. He just does.
I like Drezel's hugs.
Oh, good. Nothing wrong with Drezel's hugs. Anyway.
He learned not to break bones.
Exactly.
Eventually.
Yeah. So whoever the first person I'm healing is 33.
That would probably be Tidal because I think
he was worse off.
Yeah.
So 33 back. How well off are you now, Mr. Tidal?
Apparently, he feels fine.
Am I full now?
Yeah.
Awesome.
You are, cool. So Lightning gets the next one.
Do you have the erasers anywhere?
Yes,
Pardon?
I do. My erasers
Well, over there, I can get
are
them.
over there.
That's fine.
Just don't trip over your PowerPoint.
Yeah.
I had 25 for Tidal.
25 for Tidal.
I got healed twice.
Lana, you mean?
Or for Lonnie.
Oh, sorry, for Lightning.
You can heal me
Alright.
twice if you want, but it's not going to do
Whoever
much.
Perfect.
thing. The one with the trident.
I feel completely fine now.
That was the perfect number to roll.
It is.
Yep. And if we have a 5-minute rest, I'll have a full set of heals the next time we get into something. Although strictly at the moment, I've got access to 4 more heals if I need it.
Okay.
Well,
2 items or 2 enchantments that give me a spell slot back.
What have you got for my hit point max?
For your hit point max, step 5. At this stage, unless you've told me otherwise, I've got 49.
Yeah, good. Okay. Just want to make sure I haven't fallen behind in levels or something.
We'll check later. Okay, so Tidal, give me an insight roll.
Oh, I don't know if Tyler's very insightful, but I can try. Apparently he is. Insight would be something he actually has. Which means it is 24?
24?
Yep.
Okay, so with all your conversations with Drazzle and Time, you realise time isn't passing while you're in here.
It isn't passing.
No.
So waiting 5 or 10 minutes won't make much difference.
No.
But spell effects that have duration,
Are endless?
technically, yes. So you're going to be seeing things from both sides of the from 2 different sides. So you can see Lowell in 3D.
Huh, that's interesting.
The only reason your invisibility fell because you attacked something.
I will let people know my supposed found discovery.
Can you direct this second sight?
Yes, he can.
I can?
He just hasn't tried.
Oh.
Which is why Peter didn't ask you.
Okay, what do I roll to project second sight?
Okay, so you start thinking about it, and then the eye starts turning around, so you're seeing the whole room spin around while you're not moving.
I don't throw it.
Okay, Tidal looks a little bit greener than normal.
Uh-huh.
This is weird. This is very weird.
Perhaps if you try and focus the second sight so it looks from the same location as your own eyes.
Okay, I'll look intently and give it a go.
Okay.
That would make sense.
So you see your face getting closer and closer and closer. And then you see bit of skull, bit of brain matter.
Oh god. Okay, that's great. That too much. Go back.
Yeah, and then you see your forehead.
Is that pimple?
And now try and imagine the sight turning around on itself, so therefore it's looking the same way that you are.
Alright,
So now he's looking at the inside of his own skull.
Well,
instruction.
not quite. He took me back away from that.
Okay, so you now see 3 images merging into 1 image, which is really weird.
Yeah, that's gonna freak me out. Nope, still okay.
And there's even different colours involved in this sight.
Does this see like infrared and stuff?
You don't know.
Oh, that's
You're just seeing
weird.
different colours.
Am I seeing ones that didn't exist before?
As far as you're concerned, yeah.
Oh, that's
But have you got it so that you're looking in the same direction as your own eyes?
He is, yes.
Yeah, but now I'm seeing like these weird colours that I didn't know
Now
existed
put on a
before.
blindfold.
What?
Ooh, see?
Put on a blindfold, so therefore you're no longer looking through your own eyes, but you're only looking through the one set of eyes, one side.
Technically, I consider this some form of training, but seeing as it's coming from you, I'll just take your word for it.
Okay, so you pull out a blindfold?
Sure.
Hey, Pennant is quite happy, quite used to astral projection and vision dances and everything like
So
that.
as you pull out a blindfold, it drapes over your hand.
Fuck. Jeez, I'm rolling well today.
Apparently he's okay with it as long as he pulls it out.
As long as it's not flowy,
Yeah.
it's okay.
I'll kind of hold it to make sure it doesn't flow and just kind of put it on slowly.
Well, if you're concerned about a blindfold, just try closing your eyes.
Yeah, see, I should have thought of that first, hey?
The only reason he was going the blindfold is because that would be the next step that means that, okay, if closing your eyes works, then the blindfold means you don't accidentally open your eyes.
Alright, I'll put the blindfold on then.
Okay, you got the blindfold on.
Yep. What how?
You can partly see through the blindfold. Everything's sort of all blurry there through the blindfold.
Okay.
But you can still see through the eye, except for the fact that you put the blindfold over where you position the eye.
So if I tell it to move up a bit.
So if you lean back a bit, you no longer got it. But if you lean forward a bit, you can walk through the point where the eye's floating.
Okay. Tyler's very confused right now.
Does the eye move with you?
Ooh.
Or can you control the eye to keep it moving with you?
I will attempt this. Do I need to roll for this?
Technically, it's a bonus action.
Oh, okay.
If you don't spend your bonus action on moving the eye, it stays where it was.
Right. Okay.
Though once you move a certain distance, it then trails along after you.
Oh.
Now, you've learned how to move the eye and rotate the eye.
Yeah.
Can you learn to close the eye?
I'll try and close my own eyes and see what happens.
Maybe.
Okay, you see with one eye.
Can I touch my eyelids to see if they're actually closed?
Yep. They're closed.
But I can still see.
Yep.
Two of your 3 eyes are closed. You can see with one eye.
This is weird. Okay.
And you almost hit your eye with the hand where you had it floating.
This is so weird. Okay.
Technically, you can walk away and leave the eye floating there.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Extremely
You
weird.
want to try and close that eye first before you walk away from it.
Can I close? I've got my eyes closed.
Yep. Except for the one that's floating.
Except for the one that's floating. Can I tell the one that's floating to look through or into the portally thing?
Sure, it's now staring into the water.
Okay. Can it go through the portally thing?
Doesn't appear to.
Okay, so it just goes straight through.
Just looks in.
I'll just look in, so it won't go through.
It sort of feels like it's up against the barrier.
Oh, okay. So
The eye could go into your head. Can it go through the wall? Or into the wall, so therefore it's all dark.
Yeah,
I
so
will
not
try
not
this.
the portal, but the walls.
attempt to make the eye go into the wall while I'm blindfolded.
So you make it bounce on the wall. Bink, 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 bink.
Yep.
You're getting this close up of the wall. The wall doesn't seem very enlightening.
No, pretty. All I'm managing is a headache right now.
Can you put the eye in the chest?
What?
I'm just going to ignore them and sort
The
of
chest that
continue
had
my
all the
day.
other all the coins and the sword and things like that.
That was in the other
Okay,
room.
so basically, the idea you're getting confused at the moment that you're seeing in multiple directions all at once.
Fine, I'll
Until you get used to this.
I'll open a sack and try and put the eye in a sack just for pray it is.
Okay, you make the eye go into the sack, then turn and move and pull the sack off the eye.
Nah, still confused.
Well,
Tada's very confused right now.
keep the blindfold on, then you're only looking through one eye and you'll be fine, I'm sure.
Sure, okay. Let's do this. I'm gonna regret this, but let's do this. Third eye. This is the next step in my monk training, my third eye training.
Who knows, by then it might be the fourth eye training.
Oh god, no. Yep. Probably one of my arms I'm not even aware of.
Okay, you are currently
okay.
looking at your own backside with your third eye.
I guess.
You're not exactly sure why, but you are.
Can you get higher than your height's own view? So say you can put it about 10 feet up in the air, or does it stay at your eye level?
I can move it, so I can actually raise it above. Like the other time I was seeing on the other side of the room where you guys were. So it can move around. It's just very discombobulating.
Yeah, that's what Pedivere was trying to actually effectively put you in a position, or put it in a position, where it was no longer providing sensory input. Or at least any sensory input it provided was just black darkness.
Yeah.
So, but the question will be that whether or not it actually follows you or stays with you. Actually,
Yeah, well we can try that and see what happens. But
well, we already know it goes through a portal, doesn't it? 'Cause
Yep,
didn't you get
it's
the
already gone
potions in
through
the
a
other
portal.
room?
You drank the potion in the room with the chest,
Oh,
and now you
that's
went in
right.
the room with the magical.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
you're
so we already
invisible
know
at
it
the
goes
time.
through.
So I have
So
to go
it'll
through
go
first and then it
You'll
follows.
go through wherever you are.
Yeah,
That's
so
right,
it's
yeah, just
attached
can't
to
go
me
through without it.
somehow.
It stays within about 30 feet of you, you think?
Right, okay.
So the moment you start moving away from it, it sort of looks behind you.
Yeah. Alright, well we can try with it outside of a bag and then we can try it in a bag. Oh, hang on, we're going into water. That might be a good idea.
Well, that's right. You can keep it above water.
If there's even above water in this place. But at least that's a way to check, I guess. Alright.
So you dive through?
Yeah, what the hell?
Okay, so the portal's actually into water, is it?
There is no land on the other side.
I've got backup characters, it'll be fine.
Yeah, but is there any air on the is there any air in the other portal?
Hard to tell.
So it just looks like a whole room full of water.
Okay, looking at it, it is sloshing around, so it's not static, and the water seems to be about most of the way up the door.
Most of the way up the door.
Yeah, as you look closer, you can see that there is a air gap above it.
Do we get the idea of how big the air gap is?
No. Hard to tell because you can't see the full height of the room.
In the rooms that we've been going through so far,
They've all been about 40 feet up, at least.
okay.
Except for the air room.
And the doors are 10 feet, 20 feet
10 feet.
high? 10 feet. Okay, so seeming, but based on that, we can look at okay, there's probably a 30-foot air gap on the other side.
Assuming.
Yeah, exactly. It's going to be if they all stay equal. Yep. Okay, well. Predator will aim to tighten up the straps and wrap things around a bit, so to try and keep things as watertight as possible in his gear. But his intent will be to try and, as soon as go through, be up at the air gap and potentially start blowing his whistle to fly across the top. So,
Okay.
but yeah.
How can you blow a whistle in water?
Well, that's okay. You've got to get to the air gap first.
Deep breath.
Deep breath.
Yeah. Well, and let's face it, the way I've got to blow the whistle, technically it can be done equally well underwater because it's got to be continuous breathing, otherwise I fall. I've got to use the whistle like a didgeridoo when I'm flying.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, okay.
We had that discussion. He actually spent time learning to play the whistle. So he's now...
Used to training physically and...
So he's
Circular breathing.
Yeah,
but admittedly...
Technique, yeah.
That's right, yeah. But circular breathing pretty hard when you're underwater.
Yeah,
A little bit.
So, Tidal, you go through first.
Sure.
Okay, you touch to the door, and the next thing you know, you're
We
underwater.
can all go through together, remember?
You can. Do you want to all go through together?
I see no reason to deliberately separate.
Okay.
I do, it's called telefragging.
Except, of course, for the idea of being able to watch the effects of...
I am not being telefragged in a D&D game, thank you very much.
What, we splurge together?
Yeah, it's exactly the same spots, you just squash the other person interdimensionally.
Well, no. I was thinking of the effects of watching Tidal go through by himself when he was invisible, and watching the one-time effects.
Well, luckily I'm visible now, so...
This time he is visible, so it's a lot easier to tell what's happening. Do you let him go first, or do you go with him?
Okay, I'm thinking that we should be going together as much as possible.
Okay.
I was gonna vote for sending Tidal through, and then if he gave a signal, the three of us go through.
But what signal can he give?
Just like a thumbs up or something.
I suppose now we can actually see him, so I suppose yes, it was signal.
Yeah, we can see him now.
Okay, so while they're discussing this, you've appeared on the other side in the water.
Sure.
You're underwater
Okay.
now.
Alright.
And yes, you are looking at yourself, looking at the wall.
So the eyes come through with you, but it's only just on the other side of the
And it's
portal
facing you at this
so
point.
So I'm seeing myself in the water.
Yep, underwater.
Okay.
Looking back at us in the portal.
Mm-hmm. And give me a perception roll while you do so.
Just lucky you've got the eye looking over your shoulder for you.
Yeah,
While you're
I
looking
guess.
back at us.
Yeah, no, I'm too confused by this damn eye.
Okay, so while Tidal's on the other side giving you the everything's fine signal.
Everything is not fine.
You see a large shark come up and put its head around his head.
Nice.
Well,
It's not the greeting I was expecting.
Hmm.
I feel like you should have heard the da 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 da
Yeah.
And apparently, Tidal takes 13 points of piercing damage from the creature's bite.
Ow.
But that was rude.
What?
And you can actually see your head in its head with your third eye.
You've got him right where you
I
want
don't
him.
think I need to roll to freak out.
It is no. When after this movement
Just next
is done,
initiative?
Lonnie would jump straight in.
That is initiative.
Sweet.
Do I get disadvantage of being in a shark's head?
Lonnie's not understanding what's happening.
that-
Toxic environment now.
She got a 6.
Oh dear.
Was that that wasn't a natural
That's
one, was it? So Brady, you got 12. Lani didn't get a natural one, did you?
No, I got a 6, and so I just was not paying attention.
Okay, so what did
You've got
Tidal
no
get?
bonus for initiative?
14.
I got 21. If you want to give me a penalty for what I've been doing while they've been having fun, that still leaves me pretty well off.
Okay, so looking up from your sword, you see Tidal from the neck down with a large shark from the neck up
Oh, so
Oh, no,
maybe
Keeper.
on the other side of a wall.
right. So if there's something I can target, I'm going to target it, and it's going to be an Eldritch Blast.
But you
You
can't.
might
You
have
also
to-
No,
know.
you can't target through the portal.
He's on the other side of a portal, which changes my decisions.
Which is also underwater.
That didn't help. Okay, so if I go through that portal, I'll be entirely submerged, right?
And just to top things off, he's giving you the thumbs up at the moment.
Yeah.
If he's giving me the thumbs up, I'll let him play his games.
I thought you'd like that last little touch. That was what he'd done to everyone right before he was attacked.
Yeah, you know, the whole I can still breathe in here, I'm fine. Not
Right.
Noom.
Yes.
So your thumb was still up, and then you got shark attacked.
Yeah.
Does he look discombobulated by being shark attacked? Because if he does, I will actually attack it.
Hard to
Well,
tell.
You can't
You
really see his expression.
Yeah.
It's inside the mouth at the moment.
Is there blood in the water? That's the
I
question.
thought his head was visible.
no.
No,
You
it's
see
his
the
body that's visible.
you can see his
Oh.
body from the neck down, and you see a shark from his neck up.
Fighting him.
So there is blood in the water.
If there's there's blood in the water, I'm going to do something about the shark anyway.
And it's
But
not
I have to
a
step through the portal to do so.
You do.
Yep.
So take a deep breath, step through the portal, and shoot the shark.
Okay,
In the
you,
face.
you are underwater.
So I'll
Yes.
light the shark from the inside out.
Oh,
That's why I took a breath.
hmm It is a weird feeling being underwater after being on dry land for so long.
Mm.
At least it does impressions of a bath. So.
And it is
when we get back to the castle.
It is salt water too.
Oh, that doesn't help. Oh, bloody hell, this is going to... Turns out it's going to be horrible on my clothing. Bloody cast cleansing on it.
But don't worry, your cloak is currently billowing for you, so it can make a good impression on the shark.
Yes. So I can intimidate the shark, or I can shoot it in the face. I think I'll go for shoot it in the face.
Just realised something.
What?
I'm still
Hmm?
smiling in the shark.
Yep.
It's that damn blissful thing.
Yes. Everything is fine, but I'm being bitten by a shark.
Everything is awesome.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, yes, that's a point. We all sing that song a lot.
Yeah.
It's a bit frightening.
A lot of them have items that are blissful, which Lani doesn't have.
Yeah. You're watching us go, you snakeheads.
So anyone who picked up an item from Drazzle's clan made every item have the blissful quality.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
I would say that this particular group of people works. I get more impression of works as part of the team that are doing some of the campaigns I've played. But
Well, yeah.
I'm not sure we're necessarily seeing a part of the team with great deal.
It's still, it's there. It's there. Okay, so I can shoot it in the face, can I?
Yep.
Martin?
You can.
Okay, I will try it.
It's such a big target.
Yeah. Yes, first shot only gets to 13 though. Roll pretty sucky on
A
that one.
13 is a hit.
Ooh. 15 damage.
15 damage.
This one made you miss. I rolled 2 on all 3 dice.
You roll 2 on all 3 dice. What's the total?
Well, 2 to hit. And my damage rolls were also 2.
Yeah. What's your bonus to hit?
Okay, the bonus to hit's 9.
So 11.
But it's not.
It's 11 to hit.
I'm just saying it's 2 or not.
Unlikely. Yeah.
Just so you know, you hit on a 14, so the fact that you might have still hit is no, I think you hit on a 13. So
Yeah.
so if you had have rolled and hit a 12, you would have actually have still hit. But on an 11,
I got an 11, so I didn't, which is what I'm assuming.
Yeah. But it's better to state what armor class you hit, though. That's a good
Well,
thing to be in.
I was just saying that.
Amusingly, I've actually had people say they missed when they hit earlier in other of these stories where they tell me that they've missed.
Yes. That gets to 17 though, so that's definitely a hit. Only 13 damage though.
Only 13 damage. Every little bit of damage counts.
Of course it does. But I like to do lots of it all at once.
Oh. Okay, is that Llewell done?
Yes.
Okay, title. Yes, you've got this mouth clamp around your neck.
Yep. Yeah, I'm not happy.
You can see the shark. It seems to be smiling. Its teeth are showing.
Yes. Oh, sorry. I will make a point. I'm not doing knockback on these hits because that might do extra damage to title.
Might have a decapitation effect.
Well, I'm hoping not to bring that into it.
Yeah, see, I want to use a spell, but I'm worried about what that'll do. The shark might rip my health.
Water whip?
No, tidal barrier.
Well, you're currently sharing the same space as a shark.
Yeah.
It's
so
currently got you grappled.
It's just gonna
You would
cover
have
us
to
both, pretty much. How do I
Punch him in
counter
the
grapple?
nose.
Escape artist.
Okay, I don't think I have.
Escape, which is dexterity based.
Oh, that I have.
So it's a dex check.
Well, I think you can use either acrobatic or athletics, isn't it?
Oh, that is correct.
Oh, no,
Acrobatic
sorry,
or
that's
athletics.
for and post grapple type stuff. The actual escape artist is going to be purely.
So you do an opposed thing against its strength as the DC.
It didn't roll a 20 for you this time, at least.
Yeah, he got lucky.
Oh, okay. So that becomes
The luck was short-lived.
26.
Critical success on Stefan's part, which is why I laugh.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I only got a 1 the way you were laughing.
The number of critical successes Stefan gets on this character, this is probably the first one this year
Probably, yeah.
for this character.
Well, it was a reaction to the fact that he thought the curtains closed on
Wasn't the
him.
other one in the forest with the sword?
How
Probably,
long are you
yes.
sitting on that phrase?
It is so rare for him to actually have critical hits with this character. Okay, so yes, apparently it got caught on something and couldn't actually shut its mouth properly. You just slide out as if it wasn't actually there, and it's still got this cheesy grin going,
Right.
almost like it's pausing for a picture.
It was the fact you had the advantage of an external view at the same time that made it easier to find the escape route.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess I'll use my third-person training and attempt to stab it with my sword.
Okay, let's see how your attempt goes. Attempt number 1.
Wait, can I still do it even though I've just done an action?
Technically, no. A escape action is an action, not an
Yes, I
attack
can't
action.
do it.
Yes.
Okay. But can I move?
You can move.
Now the portal isn't behind me because that closes.
You can't see. All you see is a wall behind you.
Right. Okay. All right.
we haven't been
can
able to go back through portals.
Can I move towards the eye as far as I can go?
Okay, so you swim right up against the portal.
I don't know it's there because I can't see it.
Well, you know that's where you came out because you left the eye there.
Oh,
But remember,
But
we
I
also
don't
couldn't
go
go back
through
through
it, do I?
portals.
okay, yeah. So, oh no, but then someone's gonna come in and squash me.
Or force you back towards the shark.
Okay, I will swim just below the.
Okay, you lower yourself in the water.
Sure.
Because you're water breathing, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so you're fine.
Right.
Okay, so that brings us to Prayer Deer. Looking through the thing, you see Llewell hit it with blasts of force through the water as the water ripples around it. Though he does miss. And then you see Tidal just slide out with that smile of everything's fine. Comes up to the portal, seems to wave at you and then goes down.
Yeah, and annoyingly, doesn't stay within 5 feet of the thing for me to get sneak attack.
Very much so.
Yep.
But,
Sorry, having
okay.
having a shark over my neck was just a bit, uncomfortable. But next time we can talk about this, and I'll.
Well, that's right. If you had have stayed there grappling the shark, would have been fine. Let the shark grapple you, you grapple the shark. Either way, it doesn't matter.
You'd still be within 5 feet and count as a
Exactly.
attack.
I feel like this is something against water genasi wrestling sharks, but I'm not going to say anything.
Penalty was ready to go through. He had whistle in one hand, dagger in the other.
And
he
then-
will dive through, take a deep breath, dive through.
And you find yourself
And-
underwater in front of a shark with Llewell next to you.
Like, I know we're
he
clan
will-
friends, but what do you think
he
the
will aim
water
to-
genasi
He'll aim
do?
to stab at the shark.
Okay.
So,
What was Stefan saying?
I was saying, I know we're clan friends, but what does he think the water genasi do? Just, wrestle sharks all day?
Well, last time he saw you with an underwater creature, there was repercussions.
And children.
Yes.
Yes, repercussions.
so 18 to hit.
18 is definitely a hit.
And yeah, so there's no one else within melee range of it at the moment.
No one else within melee range.
Okay, so a total of. Let's see, hit to roll can be better. Yep, both twos. A total of 6 points of piercing damage from the dagger.
Yep. It
And
has
then
no
I will
damage reduction.
Aim to effectively continue my move up toward what I hope is going to be the surface.
Okay, you break the surface rather easily.
Cool.
And you notice that there is about 30-foot ceiling up here.
Okay,
So it does have an air gap.
marvellous.
And then it is Lani's turn. You actually get to go before the shark.
Woohoo! So yeah, Lonnie was stretching, doing breathing exercises, getting ready to go in when Tidal jumped in and all this happened. So she turns around, sees all this nonsense, and goes ahead, takes her trident with 2 hands, and with an attempt to do this in as one swift motion, goes to try to stab the shark.
Okay. You appear on the other side right in front of the shark.
Sweet. She's gonna stab it because, as her background as a sailor, this is probably the biggest shark she's ever seen.
Oh, no, you've seen bigger.
So she's just like,
That's not normally from this particular angle. You're not
Yeah.
normally in the water with the shark.
You normally see them from above, not from below.
this is a guppy. She got a 19 to hit for her first hit.
That is a hit.
Okay, and then 12 damage for the first hit.
And how much of that is lightning?
Isn't all of it lightning?
Okay, so
I forgot where water. Okay.
everyone in the water gets to make a fortitude save or also take lightning damage.
Oof.
With
Very
a
good, didn't you?
DC of 20. It is an artifact after all.
That's true.
Well, not an artifact, a powerful item. And she has been charging it up.
Would fortitude be Constitution?
Constitution, yes.
Well,
Sorry.
then Lonnie would pass, but would understand that she made a mistake.
No, I failed. I got 7.
I missed it by 5.
Okay, so
Everybody's
everyone,
on 12.
so everyone who missed it takes the 12 damage, and Lani takes 6 of that.
Yep.
Ow.
And then Lani gets to make a second attack.
Please don't.
Lonnie is not going to make a second attack. She's going to trade her. She's gonna move to the surface and change her trident for her rapier.
So as she moves to the surface and swaps weapons, the shark comes up with her floating on its side.
Oh,
Yes,
she
nice.
whacked it. Nice.
Apparently, you guys dropped it up.
So it had 45 hit points. You took it to 46.
Who's ready for a fish fry?
Lucky Petter did 6 points of damage.
Exactly.
I'll be back in a moment, so you can have a quick chat while I do that.
Which is also when Petter remembers that he can breathe underwater.
Oh, I didn't.
Because you have an item that allows you.
He's got a deflexive adaptation.
Yes. Whereas I've got to get up to the surface.
So he can do the circle of breathing underwater.
Except you don't need actual circular breathing.
Wouldn't you need air to
No,
make
not
the
with the
flute work?
Well, to make the whistle work, probably wants air, yes, rather than water.
Yes. Yes. Although, well, that's the thing. The necklace of adaptation means you're breathing water as if you're in air, so that would still work.
But that only really affects you. Would it affect how the
That's right. I don't know that I'd actually be able to play a tune on a whistle.
No, you wouldn't be able to. You wouldn't be able to play a tune on the whistle. However, you could whistle, and it would work. It would you would be blowing bubbles, and we'd hear. It would sound funny, but you wouldn't have to worry about breathing while you whistle, because the water, while it is within your system, acts as a gas.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll be right back as well.
Alright.
So yes, you think you can use this body as a boat if you wish to. It's big enough for all of you to sit on top of.
Cool.
And it is floating, he said, didn't it?
It is floating, yes.
Getting on it and staying on it's going to be interesting. We can
Well-
use it for support while kicking ourselves through the water.
That kind of, so it's probably just easy to be able to, use it as a float and stay in the water.
Stick a dagger in it and use it as a.
If nothing else, it'll be handy to have with us in case there's more than one. Because it'll be coming in it'll be a distraction while we keep coming
They don't
away
have
from the area.
pliers.
You want to get some teeth?
Yeah, after that ordeal.
Just so you know, it rolled a natural 1 on its initiative roll. So it was missing the first round of combat.
Wow.
Which is why it was pausing with a smile.
Oh dear.
So
I saw your thumbs up when you what the fuck?
Yeah, everything was fine. It was awesome.
It was obviously feeling that that weapon that is everything is awesome on you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it recognised that third eye, it was a camera, and it was just setting up for the shot. You had the thumbs up.
It was an awesome shot for everyone else.
It was.
That's true.
Now, how often do you get to see someone put a thumbs up as a shark closes over their head? It's one of those selfies you'd love to keep.
So I'll tell this to the dragon.
Yeah.
And you can. You've got it in your memory because you saw yourself do it.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
did.
I can describe it to Drazel and he can draw it in his book of legends. Don't worry, we'll find it somewhere down the line on someone's wall. That picture looks awfully familiar.
I'm thinking of getting it tattooed.
That would be amazing.
Well, there is, I think, a spell that will enable you to basically get a mental image and put it on paper or a painting board, what it is to be. Finding someone who's got that would be really cool because you could get that image and give it to Drazel, and he could use it as a cover on the next book.
That's it. That's what I'm telling Drazel. Drazel, we have a
What
cover
was
for
it?
our
It
next
was-
book.
And he will find an appropriate
That
spell to
would be
get the
actually a
image.
good one. I mean, it's called the next one's called Tides Collide, so you know.
That's it.
It's perfect.
Yes. Well, the picture would show, yes, this is actually a comedy.
Right, I guess we have to write that one down now. It's going to be the cover.
Yes.
Yes.
You did so well at it, you may as well be so.
Yeah, might as well.
You have to figure out what the first one is. Maybe Tidal and a water nymph.
I can't remember the first one was called.
Hmm.
I think we did come up with it at some point.
You did come up with the name at some point. You got plenty of episodes to go back and watch.
Are people confident they can get their head above water if they're holding on to a floating shark?
Yes.
They are.
Okay. Well, we will slowly then, irrespective of how good or bad people are at swimming, we will aim to make our way along the through the water.
Am I the only one doing casual butterfly backwards in the water?
Yes.
Nah, Lonnie's doing full power strokes forward.
Lani's loving it too.
Yep, it's a great time.
He's plural confident swimmer.
I know what swimming is.
I mean, he certainly, Penny, I wouldn't rate he's a confident swimmer, but he's certainly capable of swimming, so he's got athletic
Swimming?
pride, so.
Lonnie would rescue swim if
Swimming uses athletics.
yeah.
I have a penalty at it.
Right, yes.
And swimming can actually deliver cold damage, which he takes more of.
So, well,
Not quite so much, because one of my magic items actually gives me a advantage on cold checks.
well let's avoid being in here long enough to get cold anyway.
Well, yes, but I get actual protection from fire attacks, but I don't take particular extra damage from cold attacks. Although at the moment it's a bit of an iffy bit.
Yeah, this is environmental rather than specifically cold, I guess, so.
Right, environmental is the same thing. I just,
The-
if there is a save involved, I get an advantage on it.
Okay. Well, either way, for that purposes, yeah. If
Yeah.
plural holds on to the shark,
I'm not going to swim.
Penny will certainly hang on to the shark as well,
Mhm.
and we'll have to push the shark along and keep it as a flotation device, because rather than having Lani rescue swim with plural, in case something else is in the water,
Yes.
I think it's worthwhile plural having something to hang on to.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So, you're not sure exactly how long it took, but eventually you reach the other end of the chamber. And you see the shimmering door there.
Yes.
Can we see what's through it?
Okay, who wants to go up and have a look?
Well, I would suggest either Lani or Tidal, as the most efficient swimmers, could go forward and have a look, and potentially we can use a shark as a battering ram or distraction on the way through. We can decide what's in there.
You don't expect the shark will make it through with you, because every other time the Guardians haven't come through, or parts of them have not come through.
We haven't tried to push them through either, have we?
You haven't, but you don't expect them to.
No, otherwise they'd sort of fall out of the portal and flop around on the ground and die.
More from what Lowell had said earlier about Guardians and sections, you expect the Guardians to reanimate within a set period of time.
True, yeah.
Yes. So it's not going to follow us through, because if it didn't, flop around and die and then respawn inside. So it's not going to be doing a flopping around, because that would be really inefficient enchantment.
Yes, but so what can Tidal and or Lani looking through?
Lonnie would wallet.
Lani's, yep.
Yeah.
Okay, Lani and Tidal both get to make Arcana rolls
Arcana.
as you look through the
Lonnie's
portal.
not good at that.
Neither's Tidal.
Ooh.
Except
Like-
Tidal seems to be on a roll today.
Yeah.
Really, really well. Lonnie got a 9.
So, Lani sees a 5-headed dragon with each head of a different colour.
Oh.
Lonnie
So,
might not know much, but she knows that's not good.
What did Tidal get?
20 non-natural.
Tidal sees a Hydra with 5 different painted heads.
Painted head?
It looks painted.
As in, it's a Hydra, you can't make it look like here now.
Yes.
Right, okay.
But it sort of automatically says Hydra to you, but to Lani it said 5-headed dragon.
Right.
It's one of the significant differences being, of course, the fact that Hydras don't have wings, I think.
They can have wings. You've seen one in the Wednesday game.
Yeah,
Well, yeah, they can,
but
but
it's not standard.
I will tell him that.
Tiamat will have wings. If this doesn't have wings, it's not Tiamat. That's probably good, even if it is a 5-headed dragon.
Yes. Now the fun bit here is
What was the magic
if
city called?
all but one of the heads is painted,
The main
how
one.
can you tell which one's the
Galantry.
unpainted one?
Galantry. Tyler will tell the others that it looks like a art student from Galantry painted a Hydra.
Oh.
Lonnie would say, "That's a dragon. What are you talking about?"
It's a Hydra, that's sort of draconic.
Are we talking painted on the wall?
No, the Hydra.
It's a Hydra that has been painted, rather than a
Yes,
painting of a
this is
Hydra.
why I said it's an art student from Galantry, because they pull that kind of shit off.
Fair. Okay, so do we know of any particular strengths or weaknesses of Hydras, painted or otherwise?
One thing you remember about Hydras is they never sleep. At least one of the heads is always awake at every point in time. You cannot actually find a Hydra with all 5 heads asleep.
So we're not going to walk past this like into the blue
I
dragon.
will pass on this interesting fact.
It can hold its breath for more than an hour.
So technically we can outbreathe it.
Probably not that relevant once we're out of water.
Yes. True.
Each head the Hydra has gives it an extra reaction.
A reaction.
Okay, that's yeah, it bites you when you do so.
No, as in when you have reaction actions, each head gives it a reaction.
Normally people only get one reaction.
I know, that's what I said.
Yeah. But okay, he also attacks multiple times probably.
Yes, that as well.
So if it has other abilities that can use reactions, they also get used. They can be used by that. It's not just attacks.
Wow. So technically speaking,
Oh, yeah.
hypothetically, this thing might be able to attack, like, let's say 3 times for random sake, and then have 4 extra reaction attacks on top of that. That's beastly.
And if it has,
yeah.
and if it's a spell casting one, and the spell is a reaction, you can use it.
Oh yeah, Hydras are bloody nasty.
And if you
Don't get an attack of opportunity.
if you deal enough damage in one blow, you can kill a head. If you don't kill a head, it heals that damage roughly.
So it regrows the head?
It basically regrows it. It heals the damage on that location, even if it reduces its overall hit points.
Yeah.
So you can't actually do 2 blows to take a head off if each blow is not more than 25 points of damage.
You need a minimum of 25 points of damage to
In a
get-
single blow to take it to kill a head.
Right, okay.
And
Yeah.
if you don't kill the creature at the end of the turn, it grows 2 heads for each of its heads that died the previous turn.
And you can only
Oh.
damage it in the heads, not the body, from memory too.
You can reduce its body, but in the end, it requires you to take the heads out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do we know if it's got any weaknesses?
You're not that smart.
Looking at what you know about Hydras, its main weakness is it's only got 5 heads.
Oh, only 5, right.
Yes,
Okay.
if it had each head it grows is more power it gets.
Okay. If we
We know if there's any way of stopping it growing heads. I've been stopping off all 5
Okay.
really quickly.
But basically, fire. You do remember fire damage stops it from regenerating,
Ooh.
Yes.
There's the important one.
yes, that is important.
which is the last thing he picked up in his knowledge because fire is
Yeah.
not something that Tidal ever pays attention to because it's his nemesis, like cold is Llewell's nemesis.
Yeah, we don't like those guys.
Yeah. But you can have an affinity. You can feel an affinity with it. Going, oh well, I can perfectly understand that particular effect that it has
Yeah.
because I'm that. Okay, yes, it does mean I'm not going to be using Eldritch Blast on it.
So any round it doesn't receive fire damage, it will regrow lost heads.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
But what it does mean is, as long as it's getting fire attacks, it's not going to regenerate.
And just confirming from player's perspective, like gaming-wise, radiant damage is not the same as fire damage.
Radiant.
No, it is not.
Radiant is not.
No, it's not.
Completely
Light is
different
not
effect.
fire.
That is something that we always argued about in my first campaign. It became a slogan, just like radiant damage is not fire damage.
Yeah, exactly. It was really the fact that I was looking through thinking, oh, hang on, I've got Sacred Flame as a cantrip. Sacred Flame is radiant, not fire.
Yes.
It's like chill touch is necrotic, not cold.
Yeah.
However, I have, you just feel a chill. However, I have Flaming Sphere, which I can keep on it.
That could be good.
Unless one of the heads is magical and spell magic or something. But in the meantime...
That would make it a very unusual one.
So.
Not considering whose tomb it is.
Yes, well, it's still unusual. It's far more likely in this case that, yes, he's going to have something that does a spell magic. Fortunately, I can do it more than once.
Okay. Does anybody else have any significant fire type effects that they can use?
So, I'll look at you with a deadpan smile.
I wasn't expecting it, like, confirming.
And you add that everything is awesome afterwards?
Apparently.
Yeah. Actually, there is the thing, I'm adding a D4 fire to everything I'm doing.
From which effect?
From the staff.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's certainly advantageous in the sense that it's some fire, so...
Yeah, so as long as I get a hit on it every round, that's the thing, the Flaming Sphere is the easiest way to do that.
Yeah.
Because it's an AoE.
I just realised I have a Hydra sword, which I'd probably use.
Which
Yeah.
one?
The air sword that I have, the big boomy one.
Yeah.
Because its crit is insane.
Yeah. One of the nice things about the Flaming Sphere, there's a dex check every round. It still takes damage on a success. So as long as I can keep that sphere on it, it will always be taking fire damage.
And to come back to the other point then is, was there anything else in the room other than a painted Hydra?
And how far
How
across
big
is the
was the
room?
room?
You saw one door behind it. It was I think it's 50 foot by 50 foot room.
That's certainly the same as what the others have been, so I would expect that's the...
Cool.
With one door.
Yep. I have a new spell which I have not yet used, which might be useful for this particular function. It is not a fire spell. In fact, it's not even a damage spell. It's banishment.
I'm going to look up that sword.
Except for what happens if it's on its home plane?
I was going to say, I don't know if that's going to work here.
No, banishment just sends it away. It doesn't say where to.
Okay. Admittedly,
I'll get the specific though.
but on that side of the house, are we expecting this to be the most dangerous guardian within this location?
You've not seen anything of its like up until now. It seems to be.
Well, the
probably
dragon was
worse.
pretty nasty.
It
Or
was,
he
but
asleep.
you snuck past it.
That's right, he was asleep, so... I'm just talking about there's still at least one more door to go through.
I know.
And how many times can you do that banishment?
If it works, he has to concentrate up to a minute to keep it away.
But all we have to do is get through the door and then I can release it.
But then can you cast it again if there was something on the other side that even
I
worse?
said I've got 4.
4, right, okay, this one I hadn't heard, so yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's certainly an option to try. So,
the thing about plane of existence, it says another plane of existence. If the target is native to the plane of existence you're on, you banish it to a harmless demi-plane.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to go away either way round.
Yep.
If it fails at saving throw.
If it fails the save. But I'm probably better off just holding the flaming sphere on it while you beat the crap out of it.
I think 5 is probably a better
It's
first
a better,
option anyway.
that's what I was saying, yes.
I
Okay.
do enjoy stabbing things.
Okay, and
And
yep,
stabbing is good. Stabbing is good.
and I'm sure lightning will still have an effect on it, just not the effect of not giving it a thing.
Okay.
Just damage.
And we won't be in water at that point, so lightning will be less concerning for the rest of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a bit of an interesting one. A point for further usage. If I use a spell slot higher than the minimum, I can do an additional creature or additional creatures. I can't do that yet.
Now you mentioned that at least one head's awake at all times.
Yep.
Did it look like there was more than one head awake right now?
It did.
Right. And did it look like one or more of those heads was looking in our direction at all times?
Yep.
So we're probably not going to get it by surprise as we jump through, which to me says that we should be doing it, should go through all at once
Yeah.
rather than piecemeal.
Yeah.
So at least we can react in turn in there.
There's no point in anyone staying behind.
Okay, so initiative for everyone as you're getting yourself ready to go through.
Yeah.
It's going to determine how you act once you're through.
They can't see it.
Lonnie got 17.
I'm on 14.
Yeah, 21. Getting really nice rolls for the initiative, but not for anything else very much.
But hey, at least you're consistent. You had 21 on the last one.
That's true.
Okay, and what title get?
Is that an 8? Yes, that is. So that's 11.
Okay, so
So we all burst in, and it acts on 27.
give me a sec. Just adding in some extra stuff.
What, you mean the two extra height you couldn't see because I'm just on each corner of the room?
No, that's just a good way to slaughter a party. Hi, all three of them, because you have moved, get an opportunity attack. Have 15 bites.
Failed once.
Yes, the next person who moves gets the same thing again.
Okay.
Oh, and make a con save for each successful bite because it's also poisonous.
Just making sure I line everything up properly. No reason I'm rolling so many times.
Uh-huh.
Sure. I definitely believe that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, what you're now realizing the fact that you saw a 5-headed dragon. Actually, there was only the 5 heads were upright and active. The other 10 will start to believe you now.
So, Llewell touches the portal after you all touch him.
Yeah.
And you find yourself standing on the other side of the portal. Water dripping off you.
Right.
And you hear the crackle of flame around the red head. You hear the see the flashes of light around the white head. You see the inky darkness around the black head.
Oh,
You-
God.
You see the cold forming along the blue head, and the last one seems to be dripping some form of acid.
Brilliant.
So you think, even though it looks painted, it actually has elemental effects. It's an elemental hydra.
Is this where we discover that someone has gone we've got 5 coloured heads. Let's mess people up by painting each of them with its own colour. So it looks like it's been painted over something else.
Well, you think whatever enchantment is used on the Hydra has changed its head to represent that element.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you're first up. What are you doing?
And whichever head you attack may be affected by how you attack it.
Can we specifically target particular heads?
You believe you can?
Or can we say we're targeting heads or particular heads, and can we say we're targeting the body at various points?
You can either way. You can target the head or the body.
So, well, unless, did it beat 21? Is it acting before us?
No,
is Cruel acting first?
Lul is acting first.
From our perspective, Cruel is acting.
Yep.
Right. Sure. So, how far away from us is it?
It is 20 feet from you.
It was in the middle of the room, was it?
It was against the
Right.
north wall.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so
still
the front of it's 20 feet away.
not
Right.
very far away. Okay.
And you believe it has about a 10 feet reach.
Yeah, that's going to be painful.
No, not fine.
Definitely shield up new defensive bits, but I'm doing Flaming Sphere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to be able to do other stuff, but Flaming
On the
Sphere
plus
is the
side,
best.
it's going to be
Yes.
hard for it to find a spot where it can't get touched by the flaming sphere.
That's true. I need enough D6s for this. Okay, now, the defense on this one is a dex check,
Mm-hmm.
or a dex save. If it succeeds, it only takes half damage. That's one of the reasons why this is really good. Now, ooh, yeah, it's going to be painful. Now, I'm not using a D10 for this one. I'm using these ones though. Alright, so I drop the flaming sphere on it. I'll roll damage. You give it a dex check versus a DC of 17.
I think it succeeded.
Looks like a 20.
No, that's fine. It still means half damage. So it just means we're going to have to get whatever I've rolled and halve that. What's that D4 there? 15 and oh bloody hell! Sorry, the D6s was a nice roll. 34. So halve that. It takes that in fire damage.
Okay, so you see the red head move up against the ball
Yep.
as the body seems to get larger.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Hmm?
So I believe that is the end of your turn.
Yes, it is the end of my turn, and I'm going to drop
Are you
that.
going to move from your spot directly in front of the portal at the present time?
Is there anywhere to go that is not closer to the Hydra?
You have 30 feet south you can go.
I will move a bit further away, yes.
Okay.
Like- To the wall.
Okay.
Is Flaming Sphere concentration?
Yes.
And can you intentionally drop it?
Yes.
You choose.
I just stop concentrating,
Okay.
which I will do next round when I can do that.
Okay, so the if a creature acts while it's next to the flaming sphere, it takes damage again.
Not if it acts, if it begins its turn, but I've done the original damage. Hold
Okay.
on, I just have to get the whole wording of that one.
So the flamey head rubs up against the flaming sphere.
Oh, God.
So please give me the. I believe that is damage again.
I'll just double check on exactly how that works. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, okay, sorry. It doesn't happen on the cast. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere makes a dex saving throw.
Okay.
So it's actually on its turn, not mine.
Okay, so on its turn, it chose to leave its head on the ball.
On the bright side, that's one head not attacking.
Yes.
Personally, I find that brightness fairly dimming.
Yeah.
But yes, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I
Red head's staying on the ball.
hold on. If I move the ball into somebody, it takes damage when I hit it. If I've cast it on top of it instead, and it's just gone, oh, I like this, and I've moved my head on it and lick it.
Yeah.
So yes, on my next turn, I will drop the spell and go, well, bugger.
Okay, so you hit it with one turn, then it uses its action to play with the ball to gain it again. So,
Yes.
So please roll
It's going to gain its whatever.
roll
Yeah.
your
So
d6.
more damage?
I believe it's not. Is it the same damage every round, or is it rolled each time?
No, it's rolled each time.
Then
Right.
roll the damage.
So beginning of its turn or end of its turn, it makes the dex saving throw, which it has.
It chooses
takes
to
the
fail.
damage that I rolled. So it's on its turn.
And do you have to re-roll the damage every time, or you keep the same?
I
roll?
did say it rolled.
Yes,
Yeah,
but
roll the damage.
But I've already rolled the damage for its first set of damage.
Paul,
I said that.
you said you can
He's now
attack
taking
with
the
it.
second step.
You said you can
No,
attack with
there
it.
is the
Didn't
second step. I've already said, reading from this,
Yeah, technically it's at
where
the
I
end of
put
its
it,
turn.
it does not take... Wait for me to speak, please. I'm trying to say what it says here. I've already said, I cast the spell where it is on its turn. At the end of its turn, it takes the damage that I rolled. It
Yep.
does not take that damage when I first cast the spell.
So if you let
I
me,
said that.
Paul, you
Yes.
also said that if you ram the ball into a creature, which you
If
said
I-
you dropped it
if
on
I-
it.
Yes, if I move it into somebody's square, then it rolls the damage. If I cast it on top of something, that's not the same thing.
You,
And it
You
says,
usually play, you get damage first up.
no,
It's how it's
it
been
says,
used.
no, it says a 5-foot diameter sphere of fire appears in an unoccupied square of your choice, unoccupied, so I can't put it on top of it. I can put it next to it.
which then means you'd have to move it into it.
Hold on. I cast it in an occupied space within range. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the square must make a dexterity saving throw. The other effect is I can move the sphere up to 30 feet. If I ram the sphere into a creature, which is not the same as casting it, that creature must take the saving throw against the sphere's damage.
Yeah, so by the sound of
It
it,
only takes the damage once a round. That's
Yeah, that's right.
important.
but
Right?
the
I've
thing is
rolled
that,
the damage. I've rolled the damage for this spell for this round.
yeah, what I'm
It
saying
doesn't
is
actually
that,
matter when it takes the damage. It's this round it takes one load of
Yes.
damage.
but what I'm saying is that you cast the spell near it.
Yes.
You immediately tried to make it hurt by using a bonus action to move it into the.
Except I didn't say that, and I didn't do that.
Well, you said you were attacking it with the ball, which is
And you rolled
how we
damage to do
inferred.
it.
I said originally that I cast the spell on top of it, which the spell description says I can't actually do, so I cast the spell next to it.
And use a bonus action to push it into it. It's the implied thing you're trying to cast on top of it.
Yes, but I can't cast it on top of it. No, cast is not move.
Yes,
You can cast and then use a bonus action.
you still had a bonus. Oh, you hit it, but he used his bonus action that round. So we could not have used the bonus action to push it against
I
it.
haven't used the bonus action.
He used his bonus action to bring everyone into the room.
Oh, that was part of his move.
I've already used my bonus action. I can't do anything other than cast the spell next to the beastie, and it's gone. I like your warmth. I will suck it up and make some and take some energy from it. I'm presuming it's not actually taking the damage, or if it is, I've got to roll it and it absorbs it.
Okay, so
Rather than and next turn, rather than moving it, I'm going to let it drop.
okay, so the blackhead is now looking at the party at the doorway, and it breathes in your general direction.
Mm-hmm.
So the four of you, or the three of you standing in the doorway, get to make a reflex saving throw.
Dexterity.
Dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity, yes.
Too many systems.
17, 26.
Sorry.
Title's dexterity saving throw.
Oh, sorry.
17.
24.
Llewell didn't need to make it, he moved.
Yeah, okay. Sorry, it was only 20 anyway. Sorry, wrong one.
18.
18. Okay, so 18 was the magic number. So Tidal takes 4 points of necrotic damage.
Oof.
Oh.
So I'm on 20 now.
Pradier takes 4 points of necrotic damage because he got pretty high.
Yeah.
And Lani takes 9 points of necrotic damage.
Sad.
Okay, now it is Lani's turn.
She will. I have no idea.
Stab it.
From as a player knowledge, knowing that my trident is lightning, which is air, is there like opposite
The opposite would
Like-
be the green head.
the green head? Okay, so
The earth head.
Lonnie would know that, and so she would aim for that head.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're moving forward into melee? Not you're going to move very
No,
far?
I'm gonna throw it.
You're throwing it? Yeah.
Yeah. Because it comes back, hopefully. Fingers crossed. With a 19.
A 19. 19 is a hit.
Okay, thank God.
had to look.
Ooh, that was nice. 20 damage for the first hit. And then, does the trident reappear?
It does.
Then she will go for a second hit with a 18.
18 is a hit.
Thank God. Okay. And that is 14 damage.
Okay. Okay, you see the head hit the ground.
It's a good start, except we're going to get two of them back, aren't we?
Well, I mean, didn't you burn it? A little bit?
It sucked up the burn instead.
Well,
Okay.
it's I don't know if it's actually taken damage
Yeah, we don't know yet.
Good question.
from
Yeah.
it saying, I like that, I'm now bigger.
So now it is Pradier's go.
I will use a where am I? If I need to, I will use a bonus action to as a bonus disengage action to ensure that I'm not taking reaction from it, and move to
The other far corner.
well, I probably can't reach the whole far corner because it's. Oh, actually, no, I think I potentially go through. I don't go around the edge, do I? So,
Yeah, 50
but basically,
feet.
yes, I'll be able to move 30 feet towards the far corner.
Yep.
So, it probably still puts me in melee range at the moment, doesn't it?
It does as you move across the front of it, but
But will I be out of melee by the time I get to 30 feet?
you will by the time you get 30 feet. But if you do it as the disengage action, it can't attack you.
Yeah, that's right. So, I will go through and take a shot with my bow when I get to the other far corner.
Yep.
And that's obviously the string got wet, unfortunately. And the
Natural one.
it breaks the stream. So.
Okay, you get the look of shock on Predator's face as his bow straightens.
Oops.
And that will be my turn.
Okay, so you see the whitehead look at Lani and take a deep breath, and a bolt come from its mouth at Lani.
Don't like it. No, thank you.
No, it's naughty.
You like lightning it in.
Okay, this one was a ranged attack. So I think it hit you.
What was it?
Natural 20.
Oh, yeah, I think it hit.
Okay, so it does 18 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Can you reduce that?
I don't believe.
What's your elemental affinity?
Water.
Water, okay.
Yep, so no.
Yeah. No, I don't believe so. No.
So you're conductive.
Okay, that was its go. Title.
I haven't been able to find the sword on your blog.
That's okay. I know I know what it does in my head.
Oh, okay. So in that case, does it have to crit to make the target not benefit from regeneration, or just hit?
You don't know.
Oh, okay.
You've not used it much.
Okay. Alright, I will wacky.
It is a sword of air. So
are you aiming for the particular head or aiming for the body?
I'm aiming for the head that we just, the neck that we just stabbed.
Well, you've hit the earth head.
Oh wait, no, I didn't. I don't know that. So that's meta. Ignore that.
But
Going for a head.
You would know what the inverse of air is.
Fire. No, sorry. Air is earth. Yes.
So go for earth.
Or is that the one that's... Oh, so lightning part of air, isn't it? So I thought it'd been taken out.
I guess I'll go
So that is the correct one he'd be going for if he's going for it.
the earth one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, but if the earth's already been taken out, because lightning was already the effect we've got, then... Yep. Either go for anything or go for the body.
Can I get a reroll for that?
Sure. If it's higher.
If it's higher, yeah, watch this. That'll be lower.
So title's back on par. Now that we're back in combat.
Yeah.
So non-combat actions, combat actions.
Pretty much.
So what did you get as your highest roll?
I rolled exactly the same, so neither. I rolled 2 3s. So that makes it a plus that, so it becomes a 8.
An 8. Okay, so you see this sword light up as it comes out of the sheath. It doesn't come out very often. As he comes rushing towards the creature and swings and just hits the ground with it.
Yeah, that was a warm-up. Now I have my extra attack, so I'll go again.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just testing it works. Oh yeah, now you be nice to me. That's 23, non-natural.
23, and you sink it into the head on the ground.
There's a head on the ground?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That was the earth head.
Oh, okay.
You got the tip all the way up to the hilt.
Yep. Wait, the earth head wasn't attached? Did I just attack a head that wasn't attached?
Well, all the heads are technically attached. You can kill a head without severing it from the neck.
Oh, okay, right. No, for a second I thought it just ran up to a head on the ground and stabbed it. I was very confused.
What if its head was on the ground?
Amusing.
That was a different one though, right?
No, it was the earth head. And you said you were going for the opposite of your air blade, which was the earth head. It was the easiest one to hit.
They probably said Lani's lightning attacks were also air-based.
So you went for your nemesis and got it quite successfully after missing it the first time, which I want to point out, you missed the non-moving head.
Oh, yep. Title's back in his game.
So, Title's not that, far off. As the cold head sneaks around and tries to bite you.
Yep.
It seems to be that day for the dice.
20?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so... And it does...
I should have used
24 points of cold damage as it bites you.
Forgot to use my key.
Oh.
Well. 20 foot, that takes me out.
No, because you reduce it by 3, I think. What's your proficiency bonus? 3?
3.
Yeah, so you get 21 points of cold damage.
Yeah, it takes me out. I'm on 20.
How?
You're still alive.
Oh, I must have done my math wrong then. Okay.
I think you did do your math wrong. You've got 11 as far as I'm concerned.
Oh, okay.
Still bad, because the next one's going to whack you.
Well, yes.
Okay.
So is that a reaction from it?
No, that was an attack.
Okay, alright.
If you had to move away...
It's effectively splitting its attack between our actions.
Right, gotcha, yep.
Each head is attacking separately.
With a separate initiative.
Okay, so now it is Llewell's turn.
Okay, look at the heads.
Yep.
They're basically the four normal elements and dark and shadow. Are they?
The 5 normal elements of the setting you're used to.
Yes. Right, so Eldritch Blast is going to take then. Now I can't take out one head in a single go. Actually, another possibility is hit one of the non-flame heads with...
I was going to say, you can keep moving that flaming ball around, but don't let
Well-
the red head get in the way.
Well, no, it's just it can move the head onto the ball wherever I put it. So I'm going to let that drop. I'm not going to maintain it. There's no point. If we're going for head removal, I could use Guiding Bolt. Which will do a nice amount of damage and hopefully take out the head in one shot. And it's radiant, so it's not going to be absorbing it.
But also, if you do it against a black head,
From what you remember of most of things, if something if this is a creature of the elements, radiant works best against the blue head.
Yeah.
Whereas if you want to hit the black head, you've got to hit it with 2 different types of elements in the same turn.
okay.
Given that pretty well everything I'm doing is both whatever I'm doing plus fire, that counts.
So radiant plus
So-
fire.
Yes.
Which weapon on the website gives you the fire as well?
If you start
that's
a fire type thing.
For my staff.
Which item is that
Which-
one though? Item number.
Oh, hold on a sec.
Or what's the name of it?
Well, part of it depends on whether I'm actually. Sorry, I don't know whether it works if I'm just carrying it or whether I actually have to be using the staff to point at things,
That's
which
why
I can't do.
That's why I'm wanting to look at.
Yeah, but it says, "Hi, here's a thing." Where's my write-up on?
Not your right up, which yeah. Which
No,
item?
no. My write-up, which includes the link to the actual item on the website, because I've got all of them in there. Except I don't seem to have that one. That's not me anyway. Around about.
So you've got a staff listing on the items in the campaign item list.
It is there though.
The only
I just moved the damn thing, so it's not where I'm used to seeing it.
The only staff I have for you is Mazikeen staff.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, thanks. Yeah.
Where are we? Staff. I've got the thing here. Okay. Yeah. And the details on it are there. Sorry, the link I've got for that didn't actually have the artifact number on it.
Artifacts don't have numbers.
But it's called Magic Key Stuff, so...
I know that!
Yeah.
I've got it here. It's just that I just said the link I have does not have an item number. All the other ones do. Because there's lots of stuff in this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's changed too. I don't get fire as a bonus anymore. Because there was...
You get a bonus to fire magic of +1 and to your intelligence.
Yeah, but there used to be a line in there that said you do an extra D4 fire damage. Which is why I've got an extra D4 on all of my spells. I have to go and take it off now.
So that wasn't the proficiency bonus for your elemental effect, was it? You know that?
No,
Yeah.
that's a different thing again.
That's a different thing, yeah.
Yeah. Because the power of the fire, which is the proficiency bonus thing you're talking about, it's got to be a fire spell to start with.
That's right, yeah.
It doesn't add a fire effect.
No.
So
Which is what the other thing did.
last time it was touched was last October.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I wrote this up before that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had those D4s there.
Because that's why I tell people when I make these changes.
Yeah.
Okay, so end result. You're not going to do multiple damage effects.
Mm-hmm.
No, I can't do multiple damage
Yeah,
effects.
so what are we doing now instead?
Blasting my Eldritch Blast because that's what I've got. Either that or I hit it with Guiding Bolt for lots of damage.
Which head and what energy type?
Or the body.
Well, I can go for the body. Okay. From the point of view of looking at elemental effects, which head is most dangerous that's still active?
To you? The
To us as a group.
all of them are dangerous because they all seem to have energy effects.
Right. So which one are we most vulnerable to as a group? Which one are most of us vulnerable to?
As a group, you've got 2 water characters, so the fire head is most dangerous.
Right. Okay. So yes, so my Sunface stuff doesn't affect this at all. So yeah, I'm going to try and take it in one shot. So Guiding Bolt to the fire head.
Okay. What sort of damage does it do?
Radiant.
Give me a Arcana roll.
19.
You do know that fire and radiant seem to work together in the spheres, as does necrotic and psychic, thunder and lightning, cold and force, and acid and poison.
Yes, and the fact my pact ability Radiant Soul Resistant adds to fire or radiant.
So what he's suggesting is your radiant damage may not hurt the red head.
Right, so... Okay.
It's likely to have less impact anyway than it would normally.
Alright. Well, I had mentioned Guiding Bolt before. So, what I'll have to do then, if that's going to be a bad idea, is use Eldritch Blast on it, which is what I was talking about to start with.
Okay.
So 3 hits. I'm not doing multiple d6s. So first hit is 23.
That's a hit.
Cool. I'm not doing d4 anymore. Put it away. No, I think it's... I'm going to have to check on things again. Anyway. So, 16 damage from the first hit.
Mm-hmm. And this is against the firehead?
Yes.
And what's the damage type?
Force.
Force, okay. I have to ask these things because they are
Yeah.
important.
Well, that's the thing. Force damage doesn't interact with any of the elements there, as far as I know. The way Radiant and Fire does.
I just told you that Force works with cold in the same way.
Okay. Force works with cold, so I won't hit the white head.
Yeah.
But it does mean that going for the red head is probably a good thing.
Yes. Yeah. 20 on the hit. And
That's it.
10 on the damage.
How much? The first one was 16, was it?
Yes.
So that's 26 so far.
Alright. And 23 on the hit. And 14 damage.
Oh, 40 in the round, not too bad.
Sorry, 13 damage. Yeah, it's still pretty good. It's a good roll.
Okay. And anything else you're doing this round?
No, because I've dropped concentration, so there's nothing else for me to do.
Okay. That head swings round and tries to hit Tidal.
Okay.
The flaming head. Okay, would a 24 hit you?
Yeah.
At least it's not a crit this time.
Okay. I think it's time I just switched to just healing.
Okay, so it hits you for 10 points of damage. I think that means you're still up.
On 1 point.
You're definitely getting healing.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah.
Okay, so the
Sorry, I should have actually done my healing beam, but that's too late now.
okay, so the black head also goes for Tidal because it can't reach anyone else and it didn't regen its breath attack. And hits armor class 14.
That's a miss.
That is a miss. You are lucky. Okay.
Give me the definition of luck.
Lani is now up.
Okay. So 4 of the heads are still attached?
All the heads are still attached. One of the head is on the ground.
One of the heads is on the ground.
And it's got a sword sticking out of it.
I really only got one move. I'm going to attack the red head.
What was that?
Level 7, aren't we?
You were level 7, yes.
Oh, we are 7. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you're throwing the trident at the red head?
Yep.
Okay.
I got 24.
24 is a nice hit.
Read like this.
That is only 12 damage.
Okay. It takes 12 damage.
So I'll go ahead and do a second hit on the red head.
Yep.
And that is 18? 18, yeah.
18 is a hit.
That is nice. 18 damage as well.
Okay, so that head slumps down as well.
Night.
Oops, let's go back.
Yeah, and she's not gonna really move. So I think that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Prayer Deer with his broken bow.
Mm-hmm. I will call upon Atruaghin
Yep.
to provide a guiding bolt into the blue head.
Okay.
Spell attack roll 23.
That's a hit.
That's not that. 12, 18 points of radiant damage.
Okay. So yes, it seems to sear it. Anything else you can do?
I'm already on the opposite side of the room to the other, so I can't really try and hop the square any further. So at this stage, I will be readying my Makuru tool.
Okay. The white head tries to recover its breath and does so. Okay, so
Yeah,
it aims it at It's going to aim it at Lani. She took out two. She's taken out 2 heads so far.
That's what I think.
Okay, so it hits armor class 18.
Yup.
And it does 6 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Do you take less damage? Oh, no, lightning's an air effect, isn't it?
It is an air
Yes.
effect. Okay. And that's its go. Then Tidal.
Okay.
You know, if you leave, you might get 5 attacks of opportunity against you. Well, 3 at the moment.
Yeah, but I can use my disengage thing as a bonus if I use my key.
Mm-hmm.
So how many are left? How many heads?
There are 3 heads currently moving. One of them just got hit with something that seemed to sear it.
And technically will give you advantage if you attack that one. But that's the blue head. That may well be something that's
Alright.
good, bad, or different for you.
In that case, I will. I will attack it. The head gets seared.
Mm-hmm.
Put down my keys.
Which is the blue head with the sword of air.
Air versus air. This is gonna go great.
Oh, it's actually air versus water.
Oh, okay. Checking my key. Yep. Okay. Cool.
It's the white head you want to avoid with the blade.
Yeah.
The one that keeps shooting lightning at everyone.
I'm gonna basically attack it with my sword,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna use a stunning strike on it by spending a key.
Okay. Let's see how stunning you are.
First roll to hit. My understanding is I have advantage. Is that correct?
You do.
Yep.
Because of Jeremy.
That's a 18 to hit.
That is a hit. You actually hit on your first swing.
Woo!
Now I need to roll for damage. That's 7 damage pierce.
Yep.
And here it is. My understanding is the target can't benefit from regeneration.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, now that I've hit it.
Okay.
And
Well-
now it needs to roll for the Constitution saving throw or be stunned.
Okay. It got a 19.
Yes, it passes with no issues. Then my second attack.
Yep.
There we go, that's nicer. That's a 23.
23. That's a hit.
That's 6 damage piercing.
Okay. So that head lands on the ground next to you.
And then I'd like to spend another key.
Yep. Can you
Do-
spend more than one in a round?
I believe so, but I'll just double check.
I think it's you just can't spend it on more than one action.
You can't spend it on more than one action.
You can't spend 2 key on the one action. I think unless it is. So I don't think you can multi-attack and stun or something like that. There are some limitations on how much you can spend.
Yeah.
I'm in too many editions at once. Let's just say you can. What is it you're doing?
I was going to do the Step of the Wind,
Yep.
which allows me to take the disengage or dash action as a bonus action on my turn.
Sure.
So I'd like to spend another key
To dash away?
to dash away.
Okay, you move out of its range without it being able to attack you.
Yeah,
Just assuming you can move more than 10 feet.
45 I think.
You're fine to get to the far wall.
Yep.
Okay, so you're between Lowell and Atruaghin.
That's fine.
And then it is... he's down. Okay, so... you see the green head rise up. And take,
No.
and take a deep breath. And aim for Lani, apparently.
Of course it does. Why wouldn't it?
I think it knows.
Rude.
I'd be mad.
And you get hit by acid. So instead of taking 12 points of acid damage, you take 15.
Of course, why not?
Oh no, that's right. You're not opposite. So if it was fire, it would be more. So you take 12.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
12. Okay. Still, I'm not a fan.
It's still going to be. I'm going to be casting stuffs.
Okay. Then it is Lowell's go.
Right. So who am I closest to at this point?
You are closest to Tidal and Lani. You're between the two of them.
Oh, okay, cool. So I will step to Tidal and hit him with a Cure Wounds.
In the face.
And
Sure.
I don't care. I don't think he's going to care where he gets it.
Well, you did say hit. I just thought I'd ask.
Plus, I'm not
Yeah.
looking at my face right now. It's like my.
Well, it's been trying to chew his face off, so that's what I'm going to fix. And
He's got a third eye anyway, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
If you lose 2 eyes, it won't be more solid if we're good.
That's right, it's fixable. But the healing light is ranged and is a bonus action, so I can actually do both of them at once. Unfortunately, I can only give you 3 dice for the healing, the radiant effect. So the Cure Wounds. D8. Which one need to do a bunch of. You've got D8s and want to roll it yourself.
How many d8s?
4.
So that is 14,
And then add
22, 25, 31.
So I heal 31.
You heal 31.
Whoa, I'm on 32.
Cool. And my install Elfindor loves me effect is only 3 dice, and there are no bonuses to it, unfortunately.
Also d8s?
No, they're D6s, so I've got 6s here.
Okay.
I'll take whatever I can get.
Yes. That was 13.
Okay. Still pretty good.
Yes. Next level, I'll be able to heal more of that because it's based on my charisma.
And that was your full round?
That was my 4 round standard attack and a bonus.
Okay. The red head rises up.
Oh.
And takes a deep breath.
He's not gonna like me either.
And aims it at Lowell.
Ooh.
So Lowell gets to make a... because he's with Tidal, so he and Tidal both have to make a dexterity saving throw.
Is this a
Right.
breath?
This is a breath attack.
Cool. I get
Yeah.
evasion for this then.
And I get a bonus on Dex. This is my... Oops. I can't remember which one of the two. So
17.
Dex is 17.
So you both get 17?
Yes.
That's quite well coordinated. You do your jump over the fire almost in sync.
Yep. Oh, my Dex doesn't suck.
With the billowing cloak from one of you and the look of horror at the billowing cloak on the other.
That's about right.
As Llewell takes no damage and Heidel takes 6 damage.
I do not because of my evasion.
Okay, you take no damage. Luckily for you. Because the total damage was 3, which Llewell, because of his fire type, reduced to 0.
Ah.
Yep. Yes.
I never said it was smart, it just basically attacked.
Yeah,
Okay.
well, it's not intelligent enough to do elemental resonances. So.
Okay, so the blackhead tries to take a breath and fails. And just stares intently at people who are out of its reach. Lani, you're up.
Okay. Just trying to figure out what to do because now the 2 heads I may go to sleep are now awake.
Oopsie.
I am
Did they
going
grow back?
to.
They lifted them up. They didn't fall off, they just lifted up again.
Oh.
Regen only lasts for the round that you hit it in.
Oh,
So you've got to keep hitting the same thing every round
There you go.
to keep it down.
Didn't know that.
So no regen isn't permanent.
I didn't think it was. I just didn't know how it worked. So okay.
So basically, every time its initiative tracks off, if you'd hit it before then, it's ticked off as saying regen is now possible. And then the next time it has a go, we get to regen.
Right. Yep. So I just been keep stabbing it basically.
Okay.
It's the same with its breath.
She's just gonna aim at the green head again.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Okay, the head goes down.
Woo!
That's the second natural 20 on a green head today.
This is pretty good.
Yeah, well.
So she'll have her second attack and attack the redhead.
Okay.
Alright, come on, natural 20 again. Let's go.
Not the brunette.
17.
17 hits.
Alright. That is, oh man, that sucked. 10 damage.
And it goes down as well.
Okay. So, yeah, that is Lonnie's go.
Okay. Now it is Pradia's go.
Which head happens to be closest in his direction at present time? Does it matter?
They're all within your same reach.
Yeah, okay.
They the red head, the blue head, and the black head are all down at the moment.
Yeah, that's right. He was going for the white head because he's got the sword of Atruaghin.
Mm-hmm.
It's Berserker's blade. So we'll try and take out the white head of air.
Which seems to be annoying everyone.
Yeah. So I will move forward. Bonus action for disengage, so I'm not worrying about taking any.
There's no attacks of opportunity moving into someone's space. It's only when leaving.
Yeah, that's right. But I'll plan on moving in and out again if I can.
Okay.
So.
Fair enough.
Where am I? +4. AC 18.
That is a hit.
For 3d4. Wow. A whole 9 points of damage from the Berserker's blade.
Okay.
Sorry, not 9. 6 points of damage. I forget it, maybe any strength bonus, not dex bonus.
Though it does add your proficiency to the damage in this case.
Oh yeah, sorry, so an extra 3 points as well. If it counts as acid damage or something in that effect.
It counts as the opposite element. Opposing element.
And then, yes, if I still have movement left, I will back up
Retreat.
again as part of my disengage bonus action. So,
Okay, so I think you would have spent your movement getting in.
Okay.
If in the back corner, can you move more than 30 feet?
no, my move is 30.
Okay, you would have moved you, because it was sitting in the back 20, it would have taken you 30 to move into striking range.
Happy with that then? I'm still in striking range.
Okay. Then it is the one you struck. Does it regain its breath weapon? It does not. But now it's got a target. It tries to bite you. And hits armor class 17.
17 will miss.
Then it misses you. Then it is Tidal's go.
Ooh, okay. I am going
You see the
to...
there are 3 heads down, and you can see the searing on the white head. Though you know you don't want to hit that one with your blade.
Yeah.
So that means there's another head that you can hit, or a body.
Yeah. So, which the black one? Is
The
it?
black one, yes.
I'll go and I'll move 45 and hit the black one.
Okay.
Right. So first attack is nice. That's a 24.
That is a hit.
Non-natural. Damage is nice. 11 piercing.
11. Yep.
And then
Attack again.
I'm assuming the head's still on.
It's still on.
Right, I'll attack
Well,
again.
you don't take the heads off. The heads just land on the ground, still attached to the neck, and then pick themselves back up again when they regen.
So the head's just.
The head slumps and then rises up again. You don't actually take the head from the neck unless you've got a vorpal weapon.
Oh, okay.
That's what's required to separate a head from the body.
Oh, okay. Alright, I'll just take it down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear. That one might miss. Should I use a reroll?
Up to you. It is almost 10 o'clock.
Yeah, I'll use it.
Okay.
Oh, gave you the same number.
Again, twice in one
Twice in
session.
one night.
You gotta stop wasting them rerolls.
I know! Every time I reroll, it's like, no, you're not having this. No. It's like,
Fate has spoken.
yeah,
So,
twice.
what did you get?
11.
You miss it with the second swing.
Yep, okay.
Okay. What does Tidal wish to do? Retreat with a key?
It's probably the smart thing, actually. Might spend another key to Oh, no, I've already moved there, so I can't.
Yeah. No, you can, because movement is throughout your entire turn. You can have your actions in between movement.
Yeah, but I've used all my movement.
You would have moved 30 into it and have 15 left over.
Yeah, you got 45 unlike my 30. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I'll do
You as much, you as fast.
Okay. So you move 15 feet back, just out of its range.
Yep.
Okay. Then it is the blue head rises up. And it decides to try to bite Prey Deer. Apparently, it was very successful in that thought.
More than likely.
And it hits you for 30 points of cold damage.
I would use a reaction to halve that damage.
Yep. So you take 15 points of cold.
Yep.
Okay. Then the is Llewellyn's turn.
Okay. A cure on Lani and 3 dice on.
So is that 4 dice to heal Lani?
Pardon?
Is that 4 dice to heal Lani? 4d8?
Yes, 48 plus 6 to heal Lani.
So that's 35 hit points back for Lani.
Yep.
I can't believe how much I actually rolled on that one.
And 3 dice on Prady. 3d6 on Prady.
And you're rolling that?
I will roll that, yes.
Apparently I roll well for healing.
Apparently, yes.
Yeah, well, it wasn't too bad. It's 12.
So you hit 12 on Brady?
Brady gets 12 back.
Okay.
He gets some flexibles.
Okay. Then you see the redhead rise up again. Take in a deep breath. And shoot it. And basically do a flame area trying to hit Tidal and Luell. So both of you get to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh my goodness. I think I failed this one.
What'd you get?
That would be a 8.
An 8 is a pretty bad roll, yes. So how did Luell go? You may be on mute at the moment. Okay, so Tidal with your 8 takes 12 damage. What happened? I think we dropped out.
Is the net gone down?
I don't know. Just checking. Hello? Can you guys hear us? I think our network may have died.
Oh.
So I am going to pause at this point and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And that is us back again after a slight freak out on my internet side of things. So I was asked, last thing I got to ask was what was Paul's saving throw for reflex, dexterity?
I needed a saving throw.
Yes,
Yep.
because
You'd obviously been locked out before you said that.
So you and Tidal both got hit by a flaming breath area effect again.
Oh yeah, again. Okay. 18 on the dice. I think I meant it.
So downgraded to 4. You take 1 point of fire damage.
Yep.
Tidal took more.
I would have taken 12, you said, but because of evasion, I take 6.
Okay.
I dropped down for a moment, but I'm back again.
Okay, I think we're all just dropping in and out at the moment, so I'm trying to figure out what happened to our view of everyone. I think it died when the internet went down.
Yeah. Yeah, your D20 went with it. Yes.
Yeah, even though it's on a local network, it still doesn't work fantastically sometimes.
Yeah.
That's why I'm trying not to use too many online tools. Okay, so it'll pop up momentarily, but till then,
Once Roll20 works out what it's doing.
yep.
Until then, we're obviously immune from damage, that's all.
Yeah.
I thought that thing was at least part of the line. Yes, that's true.
There it is.
Yes.
Okay, so let's see. There we go. You can now see yourselves a little bit clearer. So
Yes.
that's you off the damage taken.
Yep.
Okay. So with that one, that was the redhead. Then the blackhead seems to get stronger.
Okay.
And take a deep breath. And screams.
Screams.
Fine.
Oh no.
So people within 15 feet. So that is Prey Deer and Tidal both get to make a wisdom saving throw versus psychic damage.
Yep.
Psychic.
Oh,
Psychic.
Natural 1.
Or is one of our TV stars said Pisky?
Wisdom 17.
Okay, so
22.
Tidal with your critical success, take no damage. And our tribesman only takes 6 damage. He takes half the damage,
Okay.
as it does the psychic area effect.
So Tidal's up for a cure again.
And then Lani. You
So-
now have 4 heads up again.
Okay. So she's going to aim for. She'll aim for the redhead again for her first hit. 15.
15 is a hit.
Okay.
Hmm.
19 damage.
I'm not feeding you. Not yet.
And it goes down.
And then now she'll.
Oh.
So the green head is down, and from what she understands.
So the
she
green head
probably
is
has to
down,
keep
the
hitting it.
red head is down, the blue head, the white head, and the black head are all up. So
Has
the
the black head taken damage?
black head has taken damage, but the blue head just got back up again.
She's gonna hit the blue head.
So this, I'm guessing the regeneration thing only counts for that one head. It doesn't count for the other ones. Oh, okay.
And if you hit it with the contrasting element, it counts against its regen.
Oh, okay.
Right, so it's a contrasting element of just fire. So as long as we do the contrast, we're fine, which is a bit of an issue for me because I've only got limited types of spells.
But it also we haven't got anything to contrast the black head.
You do, as long as you hit it with 2 different
Oh,
types
yeah,
of
so
elements.
we have 2 separate attacks that do something.
They have to be
Yeah.
they have to be
2 different things.
2 different
Yes.
elements in the same round.
Yeah, which means if Lani and I, for example, coordinated ranged attacks,
Mm-hmm.
we'd be hitting it with lightning and radiant,
Yeah.
or lightning and force,
Yeah, either.
and that would give us what we need.
Yeah.
And Penadix using earth at the moment,
Yeah, but
or matter.
come around my turn, if
Does
I may
everybody-
have to heal Titus first.
But anyway,
So
go through it, Lani, what are you
two
doing?
of you do it. 2 of you do it. I'm healing right now.
Yeah. Lonnie's gonna go for the blue.
The blue head that's
Well-
just gotten up.
Yeah, the blue the head got up. 15.
15 is a hit. It is a lucky number. Anything lower will miss.
And then 17 damage.
It goes down as well. So you've got 3 heads down again.
Okay.
Oh, good.
And now, have you got a second attack?
That was my second attack.
Oh, that was your second.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I took down red and blue.
Okay, yep.
Green is still down, so it leaves white and black up.
Okay.
So as Prey Deers go.
Okay, I will take a swing at the blackhead.
If you're hitting with earth, it might be worth hitting the white head.
because I can't hit the white one, but I can hit the black one.
Well, but the point is the black's got to be hit with 2 anyway. 2 separate ones.
So coordinate.
Yeah, so it's the same. Like, I mean, I'm happy to go for either of them, but I was thinking if I go for the black, like, both the black and the white have been up for a bit, haven't they? They're not just
Yeah,
recovered.
they haven't.
So-
So you
down.
think if you keep hitting the white one every round, it won't regen.
Mm.
As you hit it last round, it's bound to regen this round if you don't hit it.
Oh, okay. So if you're avoiding regen, all you've got to do is hit it, not necessarily hit it with the specific opposing element.
If you hit it with your sword, you counteract an air.
Oh, okay. So whitehead specifically is
Yeah. So you've been stopping it regenerating.
Yep. Okay, but it is. Sorry, I thought I was going for the blue head before, so I thought the blue head was the opposing of Earth, but no, white is that makes
White
sense.
is yes.
So I'll go for the white head then, absolutely. Total of 20.
That is a hit.
And as I mentioned, I'll remember that, hang on, I haven't got anything in my other hand, so I'll use 2 hands on the sword.
Yep.
That's 11, 13, or... No, we'll take the 13. 13, 14... 14 damage plus the 3 for Earth.
So that is 17 damage?
Yep.
Okay. The head still seems to be up, but majorly damaged. Okay. It is. Now that head's go. Where do I keep putting?
Sorry, that should have been 15 damage, my apologies. Oh, sorry, total of 18.
So more damage? No, one less.
Yeah, one more. That's okay.
One more.
I don't think it's going to make the difference, but...
You never know. Okay, so it doesn't recover its breath, and it tries to attack you.
Good.
Taking me back?
Attacking you back, yes. Okay, so it hits an armor class of 27.
That'll hit.
And it bites for 11 points of lightning damage.
I will again use my uncanny dodge to halve that.
So that goes down to 5 damage.
5 damage.
Then it is Tidal's go.
So
There are currently 3 heads down. The white head and the black head are currently up.
But the whitehead is almost down.
Mm-hmm.
And I've done earth damage to it, so any damage should take it down and stop it regetting.
Alright,
As long as it's not going to heal it.
how many actions does it take to put like a sword away or something?
You can drop it.
I can drop it? Okay, alright. So seeing that these two are weakened, I'm gonna drop my sword
Mhm.
and then run up to the black one and punch it.
Okay. Though, if you did hit it with the sword, you would potentially add one of the elements to stop it regenerating.
Oh, that's right.
Do you wish to keep the sword?
The thing is, I don't think I can use Flurry of Blows on the white one afterwards.
No, but you can hit the brown one to stop it regenerating. The green one to stop it regenerating.
Oh, the
So
green
to stop it coming up again.
Yeah.
Okay, so the black one and the green one are within range, is that?
They're all within range as long as you're touching its base.
Okay, alright. Well, in that case, I'll go for the black one with my sword. Oh, for fuck's sake. Can I have a reroll, please?
Sure.
Top place.
Let's see if you can roll anything other than a 1.
Yeah, well, it'll be another 1. Oh, sorry, it's a 2.
So he did do better. But not much. As he almost hits Pradia with the glowing sword.
Yeah.
Now,
You did a different D20 for your rerolls.
Yeah, no. Yeah, that's like a...
So that was your first swing. Who do you go after for your second swing?
Do the same one.
Same one?
You mean Perry again?
Think he's trying.
That's a 15.
That's a 15 is a hit.
Oh my god, it hit. Okay. Alright, so the black one takes 7 piercing damage.
Yep.
Can I take Flurry of Blows
Yes, you can.
after using an extra attack action?
Is it a bonus thing?
No, extra attack is just a...
No, is Flurry of Blows a bonus thing? If it says it's
Yes,
a bonus,
it's a
then yes, you can
bonus.
do that
Yeah,
after
it's a
doing your 2
bonus.
attacks. Yes.
Okay, cool. So I'll spend
Flurry.
my key to Flurry of Blows.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And see how many heads you can strike?
well, I only get 2 extra attacks, but the black's just gone down?
No, the black is still up. It's barely taking any damage because
Did it regen?
it's been regenning. Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's the white one that's almost down, but obviously
Yeah.
we're attacking with the sword. So.
You have reasons for not attacking the white
But
one.
the thing is, once I attack my sword, I can use unarmed attacks with flurry of blows.
Yes, you can use your sword or unarmed, so you can punch the head if you wish to, the white head.
I'll
Or
punch
headbutt.
white
Yep.
head.
Do you like the Facebook videos I've been seeing of slap competitions?
So you're asking to use rerolls?
I'm gonna use the entire reroll today. It's gonna be terrible. Everyone's gonna hate me.
Have you got a different D20?
Somewhere.
my
Go to the dice of shame, they can't be worse.
Alright, well,
I'm not sure where the dice of shame have ended
That's
up in
fine.
this
that one misses.
Go on, go for it, roll it.
Or I'll
Yeah,
do a reroll if
They're hiding shame from
We've only got what? I don't know.
Oh yeah, I can see them. They're under the red dragon.
That's what. Yeah, see, he's guarding them. All right. Oh, for fuck's sake!
You should have taken it.
Probably.
You need to just cast that
So
one so loud.
I just missed the.
So that's the first attack of your 2 attacks with your flurry.
Oh, that was the reroll, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, right.
So
that's
your
11.
second attack
I'm guessing 11 misses.
doesn't hit.
Okay, cool. So second punch. Oh, now you be semi-nice to me.
He has to burn out the bad rolls to give you a decent roll.
Yeah, apparently. That's a 14.
A 14, unfortunately, you missed on the 14.
Oh my god.
But I will give you flanking with Jeremy, so I'll give you that +1.
Oh.
Okay, so yes, you managed to strike it.
Okay, it's not going to do much damage. Sorry, guys.
That's okay.
It
Oh,
takes
yeah.
4 punching damage, which counts
What about your strength?
What's strength?
Oh, what?
Straight bonus.
That's right. It's that
Remember,
party.
This party does not have strength until we got Lani arrived.
Oh, hang on. No, that's correct because that's my martial arts mean I can use my dexterity, so that's 7 damage.
Okay, you went from not taking it down to taking it down by adding your dexterity. That's how close you were.
Oof.
It's a good thing I have that extra +1 for mine too.
It is. It was the exact number needed. That's what happens when you do these things.
Yeah.
Okay, so we currently got the black head up.
And then the blue head gets up.
Blue head does get up now, yes.
Yep.
I'm starting to think whacking things with chill touch may be worthwhile because one of the side effects is no hit point recovery this round.
Okay. It doesn't use a breath weapon, and it tries to bite. It will go for Praedia. With a fantastic roll of 12.
Brady dodges that one.
Okay.
He saw it getting up and he went to stamp on it, but didn't quite get the foot down in time.
And then the green head rises up.
Yep.
Doesn't use its breath weapon. And also tries to go for title, hitting an armor class of 17.
Okay. Yep. The breath thingy goes.
This is not a breath, this is a bite.
Oh, bite. Yep. Yep.
Does
that
a
hits.
17 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay, it does 11 points of damage.
Okay, that's 11 damage.
Then it is Llewell's turn.
Okay. Cure on title. 3d8 plus 6 again, please. And 2 dice.
Is that 4d8 plus 6 or 3d8 plus 6?
Sorry, 48.
Just confirming. And apparently the dice don't like title at the moment. Because on a total of 4 dice, I rolled 9 plus 6.
Ow.
So that is 15 points.
Additional damage.
No, 15 heal.
Now it's heal.
Oops, I went the wrong way. Apparently I heard your statement.
Stefan, don't suggest things like that to him.
Apparently your suggestion worked. So, yes, you are looking a little bit healthier.
It's now that Lowell realises that Title's actually undead.
Oh, yes.
And Praedia gets 2d6, because that's all I've got left, of the Touch of Ilsendal.
Are you rolling that? Am I rolling that? Or is he rolling that?
I'll roll that.
Cool.
But I will inform people. That's it. I'm out. No more healing. 9 points.
9 points. That's good. Thank you.
Okay. And then the redhead rises up.
What? 9 points. 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 9 poin
and chooses to try to bite Tidal,
Oof.
hitting an armor class of 10.
Ooh, that misses luckily.
Naming teeth right next to you.
Yep.
Then the blackhead looks like it's fully healed and takes a deep breath and does a sonic scream again.
I think that's what we need to take down.
Well, they're
Psychic scream.
both us again.
So
Yeah.
hit the both of you having to do a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
For Tidal and Luell. Not Luell, Praydeer.
15 for Brady.
Failed this one. That's a 4.
Okay, so this round you both take 11 points of psychic damage.
Oof.
Ouch.
Okay, that was its turn for that one. Now it is Lani's turn.
So the white and green are down, the other 3 are up.
So the only one down now is white.
The other one down is white. Okay.
The others keep getting up. You got 3 of them that have just risen up this round.
I really think the black one's a problem, so I'm going to aim my
So
first
black
attack
rose
at
again?
the black one
The
and
black one
say,
didn't go down.
Oh.
and say bop them down.
So the red, the blue, and the green both rose.
Yeah.
So yes,
First attack will be a black.
Yep.
With a 22.
22 is a hit.
And that is 17 damage.
Okay, 17 damage is nice.
And then the second one, I'm actually going to aim for the green.
Yep. To try to stop it regenerating.
Yeah. So I'm gonna aim for the green and hope that everybody else kind of gets
absolutely.
here.
Alright.
Because they only just got up, so one attack on the other probably will take it for you. Will probably take it back down again anyway.
Yeah. So that is just barely 15.
Yeah, does its body look like it's taking damage?
Its body does not appear to be taking damage.
We haven't been aiming for the body.
I know that.
Okay.
But I was wondering if the head damage to the heads was affecting the body. Obviously not.
But also, it hasn't been splitting its heads when it's been getting up, and you haven't been seeing more heads appear, so it's not acting like a normal.
It's not acting like a normal Hydra. I know. Well, normally a Hydra does do the body doesn't take damage on its own.
So on Lani's turn, how much damage does Lani do?
This was the green head.
Yep.
It does 16 damage.
Okay, it goes down again. Okay, so then it is Praydeer's go.
Okay, I will attempt to hit the blackhead.
Well, first before you go, does Lani have her action surge?
Oh yeah. I forgot about that. Good. Looking out. So action surge.
Because you may be able to take down 2 more
If you
heads
took
in the
down the
same
other 2
round.
heads and I hit the blackhead,
Yeah.
that would be potentially it would be all 5 heads at once.
And a possible bonus action. Okay, so yeah, so I'll take an action surge. Do I get both of my attacks
You
again?
get your whole attack action all over again.
You get to do a
attacks.
full attack action, which gives you 2 attacks.
We're doing that again then. Alright, I'm gonna aim for redhead,
Yep,
and that is 17
that's a hit.
with nice. 19 damage.
It goes down. And
And
you
then
aim for the
what was-
blue head.
Blue head, aim for him. That is 16
It's a hit.
and 16 damage.
And it goes down. So it was handy that you did your action surge just then.
Yeah.
Yes, very handy. So now there's just the one up.
And now apparently you can actually hit the blackhead.
And
Yes.
Praydeer is up.
17, 18, 22.
That's a hit.
Or 15 is probably going to be the roll. Yep. 16 points of damage. I don't think the earth affects that, so it's just 16 total.
Okay, so because he was hit with lightning in this round, the head literally explodes.
Oh,
As all their heads explode.
Oh god.
nice.
And so for each person, each head, we take what, 3d6 exploding damage.
And each of you is covered in hydra goo.
Looking like Hercules out here.
So basically what happened is if you hit it with two different elements in the same round, especially if they were opposing elements you hit it with, it was actually nastier on the creature.
Ah, cool.
So it's one of the necrotic things you've not come across because you've never done it in any round, or you've never been up against those effects before.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So
Perry doesn't like to be melee.
Just write the journal.
So, but basically, because you took it down took all the heads down in one round, even though it was going to regen if it had another action, it drops you out of initiative and it technically is taken down.
Yeah.
It did have 2 regens going at that point in this round.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what I was about to start doing, because as I said, chill touch. Whatever I've hit, no hit point recovery that round, so it's not going to be able to regen.
Yep.
But at least, sorry, it's not going to be able to regen hit points. It could regrow a head.
Did you
wouldn't
hear?
get hit points back.
What?
Did you hear?
No.
Okay, so Jeremy made the heads explode.
It all worked.
With what?
Yeah,
He hit the black head with the opposing element to the element that already hit it that round.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
It does.
We hit it with Earth and Air at the same time, or the same thing. It didn't like it much.
So
No.
it was according to the elements we used as opposed to it.
Yes.
Okay.
So when you team up 2 different elements against a black target, it actually doesn't do so well. Whereas the red, green, blue, and white are only bad against 2 elements. Black requires opposing elements to do the most damage.
Okay.
But it's sort of thing, black requires 2 elements to do effective damage, and if they're opposing, it's that much more effective.
Right. Okay.
So yes, the Hydra slumps.
Mm-hmm.
So you have managed to take the Hydra out.
Cool. We step past it and get through the door.
Kennedy goes to collect his bow and see if he can pull out a spare string and try and restring it.
He spends some time restringing it.
Actually, and if it's down, it's worthwhile taking a short rest, because at least I can get 2 heals back.
I was about to say that yes, we can potentially heal up maybe if it was something like that.
And remember what Tidal said: no matter how long you rest for, you don't recover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're not actually going to get
Oh, there is
recovery
that.
back.
Yeah.
And I don't think.
And I did hold off telling Lani about her ability to have an extra 2 attacks in the round until this creature, just until it was important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So how badly wounded? Tidal's more than half down, and I'm about half down, aren't I?
Right. At that point, I will hand out healing potions. If you don't have any yourself.
Well, Peter is happy to drink a healing potion. He was just checking exactly what his cure wound might do, but
Okay. If you're badly off, I'll give you a single greater, because I've got both healing and greater healing. So probably both of you get 1 potion of greater healing each, which is 4d4 plus 4.
okay.
I'll give you that much back.
Yep. 4d4. That's not bad.
Mark off, I've used
I didn't
those.
roll that for the damage last time. So 4d4, 14 plus 4 you said?
Yes.
So 18 damage or 18 healing for Kennedy.
18 for Freddy.
Probably puts him at a spot where he's happy enough to keep going right now.
You are basically
2 hit points damage.
full.
And how much does Tidal get back?
Okay,
with the potion.
I had a different count to that.
44.
I'm going to take yours.
Yes. So yeah, you got a greater as well. So that's also 44 plus 4.
It's 3. That's
7,
7.
11, 12,
Plus 4 is
14,
16.
16. Yeah. Brainy not well sometimes. So 16. Okay, so yes, you are looking a lot clearer.
Okay.
Through the portal.
Do we go forward tonight, or should we finish it there for the time being?
Well, you can actually finish this one off in the next few minutes.
Oh, okay.
So let's do that.
So presumably that means there's not another Guardian.
Yeah, you face the last Guardian.
Oh, the last Guardian, okay.
Yeah.
As you find yourself on the other side of the next portal, in the center of the room is an ornate mahogany casket. The casket rests on a raised dais made of amber marble. A silver candelabra and an iron brazier stand at the head and foot of the closed casket. Amber candles burning the branches of the candelabra, filling the room with a soft glow. Perfume smoke, redolent with the odors of cinnamon and myrrh, rise from the brazier. A large tapestry covers all the wall spaces. Its woven surface depicts a tall, proud, and regal human male bearing the distinctive facial features of the Amber family, being stabbed by numerous masked assailants in a lavish palace or temple.
You knew it was going to happen.
Well, he had planned the curse in advance.
Yep. So basically, so you're in the room. We've got effectively a big tapestry on the wall, a casket, and a couple of candelabra or something, wasn't it?
Yep, with that was lit, with amber candles on it, because he loves amber.
Pettidier will cautiously move forward to the casket and look over it to see if he can find any evidence of traps or anything like that.
Okay, give me a investigation roll.
Wait for the detrapification to be done.
22 for investigation.
Okay, you find nothing that appears to be a trap on the outside.
Okay. Does it have hinges on the ceiling, or is it a case of trying to lift it up all like...
The casket has hinges.
It has hinges?
It does.
Okay. Standing at one end, at the foot end, I will attempt to raise the lid.
So apparently you're standing at the foot end while the other three are not, especially by this picture.
Hey, I don't know where the others are standing. That's their choice.
We're standing back because you're doing trapification.
Fair enough.
It's okay. I just thought I'd actually show you the picture, which seemed to be almost on par with what was happening. So basically, on the underside of the casket, you see the words, "Burn the tapestry to break my curse." And a skeleton wearing a crown of gold lies in the casket.
Okay, this is something where Tidal is going to leap sideways.
Okay, I'll let Tidal do the honours.
He's going to take out the decorated curtain.
With fire, we want to burn it.
Okay, well, give me the fire and I'll do it.
There are candles lit, and there is a brazier.
Excellent.
So what do you do?
Go full Monty on the tapestry.
Okay, so you rip it down and burn the tapestry.
No.
Or
I collect all the candles in the room and throw them all at the tapestry.
Okay, so
get all the candles and put them in the brazier and then throw the brazier at the tapestry.
there is a montage of flaming candles hitting the tapestry around you with precise shots. As Tidal seems to have this manic look on his face as he finally gets over his fear of curtains by attacking them with.
All the candles going out as soon as they touch it because
as his final thing of he picks up and throws the brazier at the tapestry itself, finally setting it alight.
Yep.
With a flame source that doesn't go out as he throws it.
Okay,
It wasn't a well thought plan.
Yeah, is this where Tidal's fear of curtains is actually burnt out?
Possibly.
That was what I was saying, as he finally gets over his fear
okay,
of
so
curtains.
this is going to cure him. There's a bonus.
Unless, of course, he does something wrong with them later.
We'll see what the effect of burning the curtain actually is. So,
We'll see. Okay.
As the tapestry finally stops burning, you see a rich man dressed in velvet robes and wearing a gold crown and other fine jewelry stepping out of the smoke and ashes. He's very familiar to you. You've seen him, though he looks a lot younger than you saw him last. It is Etienne d'Amberville. He only looks to be about in his 80s instead of way past 100.
It's a good thing I had no candles left.
He says, "Thanks, I have been trapped in there for ages." And we will stop there because next session you'll find out what has happened.
okay. Yeah. Now we find out we really didn't actually want to wake him up.
So you have technically broken the curse.
So Tyler's going to be a bit iffy about curtains, but not homicidal.
Yeah.
Depends on his next interaction with curtains.
Mm.
Because he's had a positive interaction here and he's had quite a few negative ones.
And the point was that Tyler was able to have negative interactions with completely mundane, ordinary curtains.
Yes.
And now he's taking out a magical one.
When he actually came across curtains that actually attacked him,
And it was
he
entirely,
better off.
it was entirely positive in all ways.
Yep.
It's just the mundane ones that do him in.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's creepy magical ones that come after you.
So as it is now 10:30, we'll finish it up here for tonight. And next session you will find out the conclusion and talk to Etienne d'Amberville and find out what he has to say. Because he does have some more to tell you.
Thank you very much, all. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow, Martin. See the rest of you. Or next week after, whenever. Stay safe until then.
That all sounds good. So good night, all.
See ya.
Bye.